standing there in plain sight. You need to hide. This place is not safe for the likes of you, especially after dark. Ah, I can see by your confused expression that you do not fully comprehend the danger you are in. Perhaps you thought to enter here and find some amusement. But you picked a poor night to come visiting, my friends. It was a night just like this that it happened. The man who lived here went stark raving mad. They say he dispatched his entire family. Sometimes I still hear the faint the spirit now haunts this place, looking for others to dispatch. He's out there, watching you from the
Everybody, we'll be starting here in just a little bit. Grab yourself some Streamloot cards if you haven't already. We're getting low on the ones that actually save our people from dying. Thank you for everybody who showed up for the birthday stream on Friday. There were some throne purchases to make the zine building easier. The cutter came in today, and let me tell you, I have to rearrange my basement for it because it is so fucking large. I'm pretty excited to see how it turns out. And then for everyone else who haven't picked up Breachers Volume 1, go ahead and get yourself a copy. I have a feeling that maybe, just maybe, our new season is going to be Breachers again. But we'll see. The cast and I got to talk about what we want to do for our Monday night show. So we'll start this off in about 3 minutes. I'm just going to grab something to drink. I'll see you guys in just a few. right, everybody, we ready? Let's get this episode 10 on the road. For those who don't know, this one is Life for a Life. Life for an Unlife. What could go wrong? Hi, everybody. I feel like we haven't seen you in so long on Mondays. That week off is always weird. It's always a weird full week of not doing this stuff. I'm still not used to it. So welcome to Ethauntia episode 10. This is the Superstitions Wanted. We are down a crew member tonight. They do not have the internet. The tides have taken them. We're waiting for them to see if they'll show up. They may show up halfway through the show. If so, I'll throw them in. Won't be too difficult to do. The way we have this set up should be great. For everybody, just a few starting things. We were hitting the end of this series. We only got a few more episodes left for Ethauntia Wanted. And if you watched the last episode and you got to see the public secret time, some of the cast doesn't know what happened. Don't say anything in chat. You'll get banned. I'll just ban you. It is something that I have a feeling is probably going to come up tonight, because of the two people who were involved in that last scene. That's my only warning to people here. The only warning. And I'll ban you forever. It won't be like a just one night thing. It'll be a forever thing. So be secretive with us. Don't say anything. For everybody else, I think everyone has their patches now. Did the crew members who are here also get their patches? Mm-hmm. Allie, did you get yours yet? You didn't get your 69 patch yet. God damn it. Canada got it before Colorado. What the fuck is going on? All right. Well, I went through normal mail. So let's kick the show off with a little bit of chaos. I think that's the way to go. Oh no. I just got a private message from one of the most chaotic crew members. For everyone who was here last week, I would like to remind everybody that we have a passenger who's been with us. Eris, I said it right, I changed her fucking name, has been around on and off. We have a 14-day downtime after the big fight around the engine compartment with that primordial ooze and whatever was going on with that trilobite-like thing. The crew has had downtime to do what they want. I don't know if anyone said that they were going to research the trilobite, so I'm going to assume no one did. Todd did not say that. Todd does not say that. Not at all. With that, that means that there are some secret pieces that the cast doesn't know yet, which is fine by me. Eris has left for a week, and she will just be coming back at the beginning of this week. Our crew has been running around, doing a bunch of stuff. I'm going to go from one to another. We'll start with Slit, because I know Grigori knows what he's been working on. And I'll go to each other person for their downtime and what they've been doing to kind of catch everybody up to speed, because we've had really 4 weeks in port at this point. Fixing the ship, getting it running, making sure everything's good to go. And if this cast has hopefully learned anything, being wanted and being in a port for too long is bad. If I've proved anything this season, I hope it's that. So Slit, what have you been working on? I know you've been building and repairing and changing the angles, Lyre.
Fixing the ship and ensuring that the next time we have unwitting, like...
Turn your volume up some. You're very quiet.
Is that better? Right there? Does that help more?
It's a little better, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
All right. What I would be doing in this time would probably be just, repairing the ship, installing the new lantern, fixing the spearheads, ensuring that the next time there's an unwedded guest somewhere downstairs in our ship, or maybe on the main deck, there's a simple way to have them fall into a hole. Basically just ensuring that moving around the ship is easier for me and for Guppy.
Oh,
and
okay.
for the people we want here.
Agreed. I think that's very important. Does that include the woman in the table?
There's a reason the message I sent you was worded the way that it was.
Let me read this to myself, not out loud. Oh. Sure, absolutely. Oh, God. Yeah, for an extra, to make it bigger, just double the price. Because that's a big door.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my God.
We got it.
Does it go outside? Or does it just go to the next deck?
If we were to double the price, say again.
Sure.
And have the crew work on the underside of the ship so that there was, let's say, almost like an airlock.
Yeah, no, I know what you're looking at. It's where you bury the bodies in a ship.
Hey.
It's like in the bilge area, yeah.
Done.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah, Nessie said she didn't get hers yet. Nessie, how did you not get yours yet? They're all shipped. I promise you that. They have really cool stamps on them. So is there anything else you're doing besides that? You've also, we got harpoons now, better deck lighting.
Just making sure I have access to everything that I need to protect the ship.
So
keep it safe.
I'll tell you, everything is repaired, and it's Guppy's calmed down. The extreme ways that he has been talking his went away as the condition that he had leaves as he gets healed and repaired. They only can fix their conditions if the ship is in shape. They can't just shrug a condition until they're totally repaired, because he's been in pieces.
While we're repairing the ship, I want to make sure that I'm talking to Guppy as well. In giving him control to different parts of the ship, he doesn't have control to what I just installed.
Ooh. I need to roll and see if he knows that. This is very important. Boone, because it's his ship. Oh, well, his house. His normal roll. And then he does routine checks on the ship, so I feel like...
I'm not even hiding it from him.
Yeah.
The wiring stuff hasn't been installed yet.
Yeah, you can lie publicly however you want.
Fine.
A natural 1. Guppy shows up while you're installing it, because it's not like it's quick. Right. Even if you have the area locked down.
Oh, fuck no.
And he's like, "Why are you? Oh, is there a reason you don't have me a wire for me to have access to this?"
Because our captain's gonna be healed in one day, and I'm just getting to this now. I can give you access to the bottom doors.
Well, but this is the room that needs it the most. If something goes wrong, this is the best way for us to protect the ship, right? No talks of what he spoke about before. He seems more like what you are used to dealing with.
Okay, so he seems calm.
Yeah, very. If I don't have control,
if he seems in his right mind, then then I'll help him. Okay. Then I'll actually start working control.
Oh, excellent! Oh, all right, that'd be perfect. I cleaned the engine room. Everything's good to go. I checked in on the captain and on Ajax. They seem injured, but healing pretty well. Ari left last night in the middle of the night. She said, our heiress, she said she would be back here in about a week, that she had a vision. I don't know what that means to fucking people made of other people, but yeah, I'm going to tell the captain and let her know.
Great.
All right.
It's good to see you back in good spirits.
Yeah, sometimes being in port too long gets to you.
Very fair.
Yeah,
very fair.
I'm glad we're leaving in the next couple days. That'll be great. I'll go check on the captain.
Same.
With that, Allie, you've had 2 weeks of fucked up leg time, broken, patching yourself up, maintaining yourself. Eris, before she left, said she had some business to attend to, that she would be back before you guys leave port, and that she would like to be able to leave with you all to get out of this port. Says Yellenmore is a pretty popular port, and I feel that if I stay here too long, I'm going to cause and bring more problems to the people of this port, and they've been very good to me.
Well, we're more than happy to charter you to your next destination.
I'll go wherever you're going, but I think I may have a destination for you if you'd like to fix the recent issues that have been on board.
Absolutely.
I have a guy in town who's shipping in a bunch of skyways and maps for me. They're being ported in from Eisenheim. And I had a little bit of a, I don't know if it's a dream. I don't quite understand how this all works. She kind of like waves over her like stitched together body. She says, but Guldrak, the creature that I was bound to, and who I think your crew member Kaysen knows very well. I was sent specifically looking for him to bring the primordial ooze that he has back to the fold. That was my job, but I shucked it off enough to give him the power I brought instead of taking his.
Well, I do appreciate that. I'm sure that Kaysen does as well.
Yeah, yeah, but I think I know where this stuff's supposed to all go.
Okay, and where would that be?
It's a little ways from here, about a week travel around the north tip of the mountains. You have to go around Elder Peak and down into the unknown area. But I think I know where the site is. It would stop it would stop this from him being hunted down all the time. It would probably stop me from having these weird visions. And honestly, I don't know if you got all that stuff off your ship. There could be some more of the primordial makings here. It doesn't just leave it. It sits idle until it's active again. I'll have more information here in a couple days.
Okay. Well, if you're not back within a couple days, we will be leaving port with or without you.
Right, yeah, no. I will be back in time. But she reaches down, she grabs a small, like about this long, really nice green leather stitch. On the front of it, it says Rodrin Surgical Instruments. It says, I left this for the crew. You're the captain. You can give it to whoever your surgeon is on the ship, but I don't need it anymore. I don't think surgery is really part of my forte right now. I was a trained physician, but anyone on the crew, or put it in your medical bay. I want to leave this for Ajax helping me. And she seems also, you haven't seen what Guppy was like, but she seems much calmer now that thing is taken from her. There's some shifts in demeanor because she's a stitched. They have two personalities. They're the same person, but two extremes, I should say, of their personality. She's pretty calm, pretty collected, very serious. So she leaves that behind. She says, again, I thank you in advance. I will bring back my own supplies, my own food. Is there anything that the crew would be looking for while I am out and about gathering supplies?
Well, I know that you're more trained in physical surgeries and procedures. However, if you can get any information about casting out
exorcisms,
powerful, yes.
Are you trying to get rid of your ship's spirit?
No, not even a little bit.
Oh.
But unfortunately, it seems like we have a unwanted guest on the ship, inhabiting in one of our crew members, and
do you know? Wait, the demon thing, the Pacted? That's. Yes. Do you know its true name?
No, we do not.
I am not a demonologist or someone who deals with Pacted. The group of witches that train out here are pretty good at it. There is a place we could stop along to this site. I'm going to the site with or without you to free myself from this. Kaysen may want to do that as well. I'll let you guys discuss that. I'll come back. If nothing, I'll pay for you to drop me off. But on the way, there is a cauldron that you could visit that might be able to help you with that.
Absolutely. Where would this be?
It's just northwest of Starhope Peak. When we go around the Elder Spine at the top, there is a outcropping of a couple of societies that face north out into the tides. You can't miss them. They're well lit, but people don't visit them because you're usually not welcomed.
Excellent. I'll pass this on to pertinent crew. In the meanwhile, I would appreciate it if you did not speak of this to Jinzo.
Oh, yeah, that's the second time I've heard that. All right, I will be on my way. I'll be back within 7 days. And it's about 7 days for the end.
What do you mean that's the second time you've heard that?
Somebody else has also said very similar things before. Don't tell Jinzu.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, people in your crew. Ajax has said that once to me, but I always talked. I took that as in he's got loose lips. I didn't take it as in something bad.
No. If we are going to see these witches, then I think it's best if he is unaware.
Wait. Oh, he's the one who's. Oh. You know what, Captain? That is your concern. I will help, but demons are not my purview. Just remember the tides eat everything, is what she says, and she turns around, walks out of the room. I'll be back in 7. So she would leave. Is there anything you're doing during your downtime?
Yes, I think I am trying to get one-on-one audiences with the crew. In general, just checking in on them since I can't go out to the ship.
Yeah, you
myself.
can't. You can hobble around. I would say that between Ajax and Grigori, they probably built you a crutch, so you can walk around, with your fucked up leg without it touching the ground. Ajax has been checking in on you. He's a decent surgeon. He's not as good as what Davina should be when she's working on anyone but you. Maybe she had the right tools.
Captain is so used to leg pain.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So is there anyone in specific that you needed to talk to, or are you just more checking in and that's it?
No, I want to let them know about our travel plans. So I think I would probably start with Kaysen, but since he's
not here, we'll say you had your conversation and then we'll handle that. Anyone else?
Grigori would be next.
All right. So let me get this set up for us.
Probably Ajax and then Grigori.
Well, I can play him, so that's fine. We're all right. Let's go 2 cam. That's the wrong person. 3 cam. I'm gonna get rid of her, and we will bring in. Who'd you want? You wanted Grigori, right? There you go.
Grigori.
We're all here. Did you bring Ajax in this conversation as well, or is he separate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably them at the same time, and Guppy.
Sure, Guppy shows up as well.
Okay.
Great.
All right, excellent.
Where are you going to do this?
So,
in your room?
medical bay.
In the medical bay. Okay, so did we decide the medical bay was this back room here?
I think the medical bay is my room.
No, we decided it was a separate spot. It had its own area. Is it here?
I think so. I think that was the only room that we didn't have that was claimed over.
This one? Yeah, that makes a good medical room. It's got a small bed for looking at people. Okay. I will type down that this is medical while we were talking.
Cool.
There we go.
Yeah, because that's the one that has the multiple bunk beds.
Yep. Some medical. All right.
All right, excellent. So I wanted to let you all know it seems that we have a lead to get rid of Lavina.
We do?
And
yeah, Ajax is like, is it a bullet?
No, to get rid of Lavina without harming her host. Anything that happens afterwards?
Okay. What is this lead on getting rid of Lavina?
It seems as though there is a stop we can make northwest of Star Hill Peak. It will have a cauldron.
Star Hill Peak fell into the tides like 20 years ago.
That is what I've been told, and honestly,
Who
any
told you?
lead is better than no lead.
Yeah.
Speaking to Eris, she's going to go ahead and we'll be doing a little bit of a charter.
Captain, no offense, but Eris is missing chunks of her memory. Starhope fell into the tides. The whole chapel fell. It took off almost that northwest facing part of the peak. I don't think anything's left there. If something's built in the last 20 years there, that's on no charts. That's new. It's someone who worked for the Hand of Air for a long time. I don't remember that being on any trade route.
I mean, honestly, that would make sense if it is an outcropping of witches. They likely do not want to associate with any of the orders.
Of witches. We're gonna go see witches.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. That sounds like a genius plan.
Honestly, worst case scenario, things get hairy. Looks like we are not getting any leads. Well, then I guess that's a good stopping point.
What are you gonna do?
Off in.
Oh my God. I thought we were getting called in here to see how you were doing and how the ship is repaired and
I wanted to let you know of upcoming travel plans and get your opinions on them, any feedback, as I have been injured.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I've not exactly been able to gather any additional intel on how we can get rid of this thing.
All right. Have you tried just talking to Jinzo about it?
I don't believe Jinzo was able to cast her out.
Right, but Lavina might be able to.
She doesn't seem to want to leave. Unless she is going to enter an additional host.
Did we find that? Wouldn't that be the most logical way to do it? Maybe her sister or whatever the fuck Davina and her are. Can we maybe talk to them about it instead of tossing somebody overboard, Captain? I mean,
if that's what you would rather do, then we certainly can, as long as we're not talking to
well, Jesus
Jinzo,
Christ, he's our navigator. You want to throw our navigator off and we're heading north around the peak into the middle of fucking nowhere. That's like the most dangerous section of the tides. We can't just throw our navigator off the deck. Are you a navigator?
I dabble. That being said.
Jesus fucking, we're gonna die.
Well, if you have a better plan, however,
yeah, let's just talk to Jinzo. We're a crew. Guppy goes.
Well, if we're
he is right. We are a crew. We could just talk to him.
Anything that we say to Jinzo will be heard by Lavina.
Well, as long as it's not a threat. Does he have he have some control over it? Like, do we know anything? I feel like we've been assaulted left and right by all of our bad past. I mean, something's got to give here, but I don't think conflict between us isn't the right way. That's coming from me. I pick on everybody here.
Previously, when speaking to Jinzo, he did want to cast this demon out.
I think we got to talk to him and Davina and see what's what before we make that kind of decision. Like, he just saved us twice in a row using that damn thing. We're all alive.
Well, Grigori, do you have thoughts on this? I know you were not particularly keen on having a demon aboard.
I'm not even going to address Mags when she makes that statement.
No, okay.
I'm going to look over immediately to Guppy.
He looks at you like,
how do you feel about one more week of waiting?
Oh, why do we have to wait another week? I thought we were leaving port.
Time to get up there. We are leaving port.
Oh, well, then I don't care where we are as long as we're not in port.
Good to know. Then I'll look to Mags. Sail up, and if the problem doesn't solve itself, there's 1,000 ways to get rid of a body in the dark tides.
Jax is like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I guess there is. Well, yeah, there is. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. There are 1,000 ways. We can
have this conversation out there as well. I mean, would you rather have a conversation with Lavina that can hear it in a city in a port where she can escape, where if something does happen, we can just kick him off the ship into the sea?
But why?
It's easier to negotiate with something that's scared of dying. Having this conversation now in a place that's safe gives her a chance to take over his body and leave. And doing it out in the middle of the nowhere doesn't matter if she hears it, because where the hell will she go?
Sure, you're not wrong. Yeah, I understand that. I do. It
seems like we're getting paid to go there either way.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right. I'm not arguing. I just don't.
Additionally, for the safety of the ship, I know. But for the safety of the ship, it turns out there may be more of whatever that ichor was that might be lying dormant for the time being on the ship.
Oh, well, I did a little research on that, Cap. I didn't come up with a lot. The trilobite-looking thing seems to be like a vessel that holds this thing, like a compacted, and when it let it loose, its volume is probably enough to fill that engine room plus some. I think it was searching the ship for something, like trying to find something.
Interesting.
Well, if it's similar to Kasim when he's sleeping, it might be that embedded amulet thingy that he has. That's my guess. I talked a little bit to Eris about it. She didn't seem to know much more than she woke up with that on her. She got captured and woke up that way. Out of some surgery parlor, I guess she said.
Surgery parlor. That sounds legitimate. Okay.
I don't know. It was in a small city south of the eldest sister, the big city here, Vasave. But I don't know much more than that. They look related. They look similar.
Interesting. That's good to know.
So we're gonna talk to.
Has given us.
Nothing, Captain. He says nothing. He says it again. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Well, if you all hear of anything else, any other alternatives, I'm happy to hear them. But I know that this was a pain point for the crew, and I'm doing my best to find a solution. So. Yeah, that's where we stand.
All right. Well, is there anything else? I'm gonna help finish installing some stuff for the ship, and I need to buy some more ammo before we leave port.
If I give you gold, would you mind picking some up for me as well?
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll fill the pouches.
So, our final destination, around Elder Peak, is going to hopefully lead us in a direction where we can ensure that that stuff does not come back, and hopefully get whoever this is off of Kaysen's tail.
Wait, so we're gonna help Kaysen get rid of this problem of his? What is the problem?
Who is the problem is that people are being sent to track him down and take away his
But in the last
abilities.
Few months, every one of us has had somebody come after us.
Yes, and
except for Jinzo. Well, and obviously Grigori hasn't had anyone yet either. But sorry, it's the spirit thing, man. You're not always visible.
If anybody comes after the crew, I want to go ahead and ensure that our crew and our ship is safe.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep an eye out. I still think
if we were to just
I still think you should talk to Jinzo and Davina might be able to take care of this. She was talking about it last time, about finding a way to exercise this thing. She was talented enough to handle an Inquisitor's mask, and trust me, as someone who was part of the True Faith for many years, that isn't something that is done even within the faith itself.
I'll definitely be speaking to Davina about this.
That sounds like I just got her in trouble the way you said that.
No. I'm speaking to all of our crew members.
Yeah, okay. Look, I'm gonna go shopping. Whatever you want to do, Captain, I'm obviously in for. Just talk to all the crew. Yes. Port causes problems. I've always said that.
And that is why we are leaving port as soon as possible.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna head out. See you guys later. I'll be back in by dinner. I'll be back for dinner. And he heads out. Is there anything else you want to talk to these two before I cut over to Jinzo and ask him what he's doing? And actually, I'm gonna do Davina and then Jinzo because I feel like we have to end with him.
No, not. I think that's about it. I would then also be speaking to Davina as well.
All right. Well, then I'll call Davina in. I'll talk to Davina and ask her what she's been doing for the week, and then I'll bring her back into the conversation with you.
Perfect.
All right. So while all this is going on, You ever think that maybe after 10 episodes, the crew has become divided? This is that episode. This is the episode that makes you know that the crew is slowly becoming divided. It's not my fault. Davina, hi. Hey, did you get your belt this weekend?
I did. I'm a red belt now.
I'm a red belt now.
So that means I have what, 4 more belts until black belt?
Essentially next April.
So I'm on the team before black belt.
Oh, nice. You guys are really quiet tonight too. If you could dial up your microphone.
Dial it up to make it louder. How's that? How about if I do
There
that?
we go. Yeah, that's much better.
Good?
Maybe even a little too
more?
much. Yeah, one down.
Yeah, is that good?
Yep.
There you go.
Thank you, Nessie.
Yep, I'm fixing it.
Hands.
I'm fixing it. Diana is muted. Is that what someone said?
Muted?
I don't think so. I see her thing moving. Yeah, she's quiet. Yeah, we just fixed it. We just fixed it. And I gotta put some EQ stuff on you guys. So what has Davina been doing during her lovely downtime with all of the chaos?
I mean, my mission would be to learn how to do an exorcism. To find that spell.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have a spell yet, do you?
I did. I bought it.
Oh, you
when
did
we
buy
were
it.
in
Oh,
Secret
okay.
Secret.
Okay,
Yes.
you did buy it. All right. So you have the rights for doing exorcism. There is some things that you have learned. One, if you have certain holy either oils or waters or salts, they actually give you boons while you're doing the ritual. Those are things you could try to pick up. Taking the time to make a salted circle like you did before downstairs, like replenishing that also will give you a boon. It'll make it harder.
I also purchased a salt circle as well.
Oh, great. So now you can have the real version. So
Yeah.
you do have to roll to learn those, though.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's not as easy as just you get them and they're good. All Mancers, when they get a spell and they're going to learn a new spell, they go into a grimoire. Even priests have like a grimoire that they put stuff in. If you want to learn the skill, I believe it's a roll.
I feel like I rolled for exorcism during Secret Secret.
You did.
So just salt circle I would have to roll for.
Yep. And it's a language roll. You have to beat your intelligence check for languages.
Okay.
The language skill. Because you're deciphering it and putting it into your own grimoire.
Let's see.
What could go wrong?
I don't know. Let's see. Nope. Definitely not. 19.
Would you like to push? You want to push? I mean, this is important. I would. It'll be reset by the time we get into traveling, but if in the next scene, it might still take effect.
Let's do disheartened.
Okay. What does disheartened cover? Is that under
Charisma.
Charisma? All right.
All right, let's try again. That is 7 and my thing is a 7.
Ooh, meets a pizza. Buy your tumbler of meets a pizza today. So yeah, if you now have Salt Circle as well, those are two pretty powerful spells for this. Is there anything else while you were training or doing anything? Did you do anything else while you're in city?
No, I would have kept really under key and kept to myself.
Flying low on the radar?
Yeah, I don't want to be seen.
Are you at all talking to Jinzo or trying to talk to Lavina at all?
Lavina, no, because she can hear everything I say to her.
She can, and just making sure you aren't trying to find a way to like get her out, do something with her, any of that kind of stuff.
No, I mean, I want to
You're going to forcefully get her out. You're not going to have a conversation about her. Okay, I see.
Absolutely. I'm done. Yeah.
We're done. We're fucking done professionally.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing else for you then?
No, that would be it. I'd just be trying to figure out how to learn this spell.
All right. Well, then I'll bring you over to Mags and you for a conversation here. So let's get Mags and Lavina. I think it's this one. There's Mags as she's fixing her stuff. She's like, let me fix my toenail polish.
No, I was looking for a dice.
Oh, of course. So let me get your audio on for you. All right. So what did you want to talk to her about? I got you guys on the screen now.
I'm first going to bring out my flask and offer it to her.
Oh, yes, I will take a sip.
Absolutely. First of all, I just wanted to thank you for everything you have done on the ship. Eris has left something that I think might be of use in the future, and I'm going to show her the Rajarin surgical instruments.
Oh, okay. So if you're going to take a look over it, if you can give me an intelligence roll, Davina, I'll give you a little bit of information on it.
Okay.
I mean, languages. Languages again. No, it's languages.
Languages?
Again.
That's 1 over.
Would you like a card?
Yes.
All right, hold on here. Hold on.
Would this be a new day, or is this the same day?
I'd say this is probably the same day.
Okay, so I'll keep my...
But, I probably have... Come on here. Play cards, ETH... I think we have a card you can use. Where is that? You can roll with a boon. Star Drew.
Okay. Thank you, Star Drew. So roll again.
Yep, roll again.
That's a 14.
It's really well made. It's perfectly sharp. It's like a scalpel, but it's got a slight curve on it. It even has a hole on the end of it for like if you're cutting or doing any stitching, you can run stitching through and hold it in place. It has a whole bunch of like really nice unique features. There's a grip so you don't slide on it at all, so you don't accidentally take someone's calf muscle out.
Right.
But you feel it's got magical properties. You just don't know what they are.
Oh, this is very magical.
This is a magical item. This is Nessie's card.
Oh, thank you, Nessie. Yes, I don't really know, but okay, well, I will thank her later for it, yes.
All right.
It's very nice.
We'll definitely have that opportunity. We're going to be chartering her out to a place where we might be able to get people off of Kaysen's tail. It's a long story. I'll tell you over one later tonight. More importantly, I'm curious as to how the research is coming along regarding Jinzo's inhabitant.
So I've been in town trying to learn the spell of exorcism. Excuse me.
Wonderful.
This thing needs to go. Lavina needs to go.
I agree. I think the entire crew agrees, including Jinzo at this point. Well, sounds like there is a stop northwest of Starhill Peak, which doesn't seem to be on any maps. However, again, Eris has said that there is a cauldron of witches in that area who might also be able to assist with exorcisms. If you would like to take care of this on our way there, give an exorcism a try, very open to that. We can also speak to them. They may be able to give additional tips, resources.
I mean, are we sure about that? Because, you know, witches is different than what I know.
Yes, I understand. That's part of why if the exorcism along these routes doesn't quite work. I mean, I don't know much about witches. I know much more about artillery. But that being said, you know, worst case scenario, maybe they'll just want to host Lavina for a while and then we're out of there and she's off our trail.
Or maybe we make a pact with them and we say, if you can get Lavina out, you can have her.
I'm not opposed to that. I know Jinzo had brought up possibly being able to get her into a different sort of, you know, corporeal form and then pass her off as you. Which, again, pretty good idea there. But hey,
Yes.
at this point, I just want her off our ship.
No, I agree. You know, and I take out the doll that I have and I go, well, she used to live in here for so
I'm
many
sorry.
years.
What?
I would talk. It was my only friend, and that's how she became in there.
I understand that. I've had conversations
You
with friends before.
Don't.
I mean, unless we put her back in here and then we burn this thing, I don't know, but...
Would
But if the
burning maybe
witches-
release the spirit into another form? I am not versed in this sort of thing at all.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, demons is quite powerful. I really don't know, but... If you think the witches are going to help, then we can try, but... We need to be careful.
I mean, I will definitely exercise caution there. Last thing I want to do is put any of you in harm's way. And that does include Jinzo, however. Things
No.
do go south if we are, you know,
But-
mid-conversation, mid-exorcism, mid-whatever the hell at this point.
But we are trying. And he needs to know that.
Aw, there's one nice person in this fucking crew.
That being said, I would appreciate it if you didn't mention this stop to him until we are already en route, in
Well, to
case
be
Lavina
fair-
has oppositions.
Right, I don't want to talk in front of him because she's listening. She's always listening.
Yes. I really wish she wasn't.
Yeah, me too. My entire life,
Absolutely.
she's been listening.
Sure
I'd
has.
love to speak more about this as well later. I know that a lot has been going on. I think we actually already discussed we would have spoken about this
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got
prior.
14 days this time. You had almost the same amount last
Yeah.
time. 100% you guys could have been
Yeah, I would
discussing how to handle this for sure. Is there
Well,
anything?
mostly like
What's that? Good. What'd you say?
excuse me.
Yeah.
No, I meant just like mostly just speaking to Davina about like her childhood, her past, what she remembers.
I mean, that's up to her if she wants to share any of that shit.
I would have shared.
we already.
Yeah,
Okay.
I told her in message form. I would have shared everything with her.
Wow. Okay. All
And-
right.
Yep.
Because
and
I-
Max
Yeah.
has done the same.
I will remind you at any point in time if you feel like you've forgotten memories, you can always put the mask back on.
No.
You'll have all those memories, and you can tell them to that person. And then when you take the mask off, you lose them again. You also lose anything that you did while wearing the mask.
Yeah, but does the mask stay like ironed onto my face forever, or like?
No, technically, people who were retinue for an inquisitor can take the mask off. You would have to make a intelligence roll, a languages roll to take it off, but you get a.
Jesus.
If you were still able to remember how to do it, you would have a boon. You don't, so it's just a regular roll.
I would tell Mags all of what I know.
Okay.
And I still have the mask on me.
Yeah, sure. Of course. You don't leave that shit laying around. I mean,
No.
like, you don't want some
Tied to
child
me.
putting it on.
Yeah, no, it's tied to me. It's my
Okay.
set, yeah.
Okay. Anything else between you two before I go to our last person who's just got none of this, knows none of what's going on?
Oh,
Is everyone else okay on the ship? I mean, I haven't seen everyone.
I'm
traveling
honestly
and
not
everything.
entirely sure at this point. I think everybody's a little shaken up, a little stir crazy from being at port so long.
Yeah, we need to go.
Mm,
We need to
I
go.
agree. But in addition to those tools, and I'm going to pull out, I guess, a bag, because I almost forgot about this, but I'm going to present Davina with the set of fine clothes that
Oh,
picked up for her a couple weeks ago and promptly forgot about.
here's some new clothes so you don't look like a rag doll.
What is this?
Oh, just a gift. Figured, nice to have friends on the ship, and you've mentioned a couple times kind of missing some of those finer things, so I thought it would be nice. I saw them and thought of you.
That is very nice of you. And like you see like a small tear, like
Aw.
like her memories of like being a noble and everything. And
Diana,
just-
you get to decide something. We've never talked about this in Ethauntia before, so you get to write canon right now. Abandoned are dead bodies that the souls cling to when turmoil fell. That was that whole session we did where Allie wasn't here. We saw a
Yeah.
lot of turmoil as it was literally collapsing. We've never talked about when a dead body, when you leave it, your spirit goes around like this little orb of light, and it turns back to the dead version of you. When you inhabit the body again, it becomes porcelain, and all the scars are like a dark white, and there's stained glass in your skin. we've talked about the light around the eyes that determine kind of like your emotional state, or even if you're sick or not. But we've never talked about if they can cry.
Oh.
So what do tears look like out of a creature who is a spirit bound inside of a dead body for 24-hour periods? Actually, not even 24. It would be, what, 16-hour periods, unless you push it? What do the tears look like?
I feel like they would look like clear black crystal smoke. Like
There's
little
smoke?
crystals. Like the, you know how like black smoke
Yeah.
within like...
Yeah, I know what black smoke looks like. Yeah, I burned a lot of things. Look, dude, I was a child once.
I meant like
Sorry,
in
babe.
crystal form. Like if it was possible, like swishes of like smoke in just like little tiny crystals.
Like black stained
almost
glass crystals?
Yes.
Like black dry ice.
Smoke.
Sure, yeah.
Smoke. Maybe it leaves like the black crystal like on the face that you wipe off. You know, you get eye crusties when you wake up in the morning.
Right.
Except it's like
But
black
it's like
stained
glass.
glass.
Yeah.
Okay, so black smoke and stain glass trails. Trails. Someone's gonna have to tell Kelly. Not that Nora would ever cry.
Is Norin abandoned?
Yeah, Nora's an abandoned.
Oh.
Yeah, she's abandoned. All right, stained glass trails. Okay, so a little tear, a little bit of black glowing, like not glowing, but black shiny stained glass trail
Yeah.
that kind of crushes away when you wipe it. With that, I'm gonna end us at that, and I'm gonna take us over to our other person. Nope, not yet. Just Jinzo. Just Jinzo here. Yeah, just Jinzo. No, buddy, it's been real quiet. A lot of stuff's been going on. Kind of been.
Yeah.
You've been in a little bit of a shit show life lately.
Absolutely.
And this creature has tried to come out of you not once but twice.
Yes. And
What are you doing for your downtime?
so I feel a lot from my downtime. I know we've been wanting to leave. Like we're all just itching to get out of port.
Correct.
I think one of my biggest things is I want to try setting a lot of navigation routes
Okay.
for us, and just drawing up just multiple maps and schematics, just different ideas of where I think we could start traveling. I'm assuming this is before that I actually talked to the camp. But yes, multiple places that I feel like we can go and just stories I've heard of. There's wreckage up in the skies and the
So
mountains.
new marks, new places to
Yeah.
dredge, basically to dredge. All right.
Exactly.
Let's see here. What skill do you want to use to do this? If you're taking your time, I'll give you a boon because you're taking the next couple of weeks kind of doing this. Yeah, for plotting. No, that's for piloting. He's got a boon for piloting in the wheel. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. So yeah, you'd have two boons then.
2 boons. Oh,
So
nice.
I'm assuming this would be myths and legends, unless you have something else that's more suiting. What did you take for your new talent too, by the way?
Oh, can I make that a secret for everyone?
Oh yeah, you don't have to tell anybody.
Secret.
You don't have to tell anybody. Yeah, it's just secret. It's just between me and you and me and you and you and me.
No, Myths and Legends is good. The only other thing I was thinking was just seamanship, just my knowledge and everything that I have.
For ships and stuff like that, yes. But for like old sites and stuff like that, that would be myths and legends.
Okay.
If you want to do like ships and things that have went down, you've heard that like something got attacked and went down on one of the sky thoroughfares. Absolutely, you can use seamanship for that.
Okay. Yes, I'll do that. So two boons on it.
Yeah, 2 boons. Yep.
Go. That's good. Oh, nice. That is a 4 under 12.
4 and 12. That's pretty good. So I'm going to make a clock for you that's got multiple parts.
Right.
And this isn't a negative. This is just like you need to get to it, or otherwise I'm going to roll to see if somebody else found it. That's all this clock is. Let's see here. I will say, what type of stuff are you looking for? Are you looking for treasures? Are you looking for like true faith vessels? Like what kind of things are you trying to find?
I mean, honestly, with everyone aboard, I mean, it seems like we have ship upgrades, which is really good.
Mhm.
I think he kind of starts thinking a little bit like more personalized, like thinking if we can find stuff for money to trade in, so then we can kind of start focusing on things that we need as like crew members
Okay.
and everything as well too. So definitely places that would have some money. If there is any ideas of any reliquaries or whatnot that would interest Davina, for sure. I'm kind of trying to play on other people's interests.
Sure.
I'm trying to be more of a member of the crew, you know.
Absolutely. So the Elder Peaks cut the continent in half. And at the top part, north, which is where we are. I really need to put this map together and put it out here. But to the north, hey, Drew, I have it. You just can't see it. Everyone who's watched this for the seasons knows what that is. So at the top, there is a airway that comes along the coast, usually from Cadger. They go up and around, they sail the coast of beacons, and then they sail down the Elder Peak spine, and you usually go to one side or other. Usually you stay on the east side, because if you go on the west, the winds are so hard, a lot of ships get slammed into the Elder Peaks if they fly too close. So usually you go east, but on the west-hand side, just outside of the Middle Sister, on the far west side, there is a trade vessel for a mining company that used to mine rubies that went down, and it's never been found. You found their old trade route, but what you found that was more important is you found documentation from when it was attacked. So you have a pretty good idea of where it would be. I'll give you a boon to locating it when you're in the area. And it's a ruby trade vessel. Now I would like a myths and legends to see if you know anything about the ruby mines throughout Elder Peak.
Sure. This is just a straight roll, yes?
Yeah, just be a myths and legends, unless you have some way to get bonuses, but
No,
I don't think
so.
Let me see if we have any knowledge cards. We might have you could use a secrets card.
What does the secrets do?
So the dark secrets card, Nessie played one earlier. Player learns a dark secret, but a tracker moves. So I'll at least get you some information on it, even if you fail the roll.
Yeah. Let's go a little bit dark with it. Why not?
All right. Give me your roll, and then we'll see if you get 2 or 1 thing.
Oh, there we go. That is a 4 under my 5. Yes.
Wow, you really I decided to start leaning camera. That's amazing. I didn't know you sucked that bad at it.
Wow. Oh, myths and legends. Yes, it's very low.
So I'll do this publicly. There's no reason to be private. The Ruby trade vessel was attacked by the Wraithmoors. The Ruby trade vessel, secret-wise, though, and that's this. They're a warring group over a mine on who owns the rights to this mine. What you know is they didn't even take the rubies. The Wraithmoors attacked them because they were seeking to kill a man named Blackwell. Mr. Blackwell. He is the original owner for the ruby mines. Todd, if you were here, man. Or Kelly, actually. But this is probably a pretty good haul. If the rubies are still there, there's probably some good value in it.
All right. I like that.
Anything else? Like, you kind of do research over a couple weeks, gather things together. You got some maps. You got a plotted course. You get a boon to try to locate it, once you actually fly to the area. Once you talk to the captain, you're going to find out that you're going up and around, down to the corner. Then yours would be just past that. So it would be like a full flight path to get to there.
Sure. Actually, yes. There is one other thing while I'm charting everything. And can I request that I have a moment with just you and me, Frank House?
What? Another secret? Oh, fuck. Okay.
Does it need to happen before, or can we do it at the end of the show?
Oh, wait, then I need to.
Is it important for this episode? Do we need to do it now? I'm fine with it. I'm just asking.
It is something that he's been thinking about. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Earbuds out.
Come and get me in my loud fan bathroom.
Your loud fan bathroom? I don't even want to know. Goodbye, Mr. Bond. All right, let me get her gone, and then let me bring Jinzo out. That's Kason. Allie.
Killed my dragon again.
There you go. We're back. All right.
Yes.
All right. I'm curious as to what this is.
Yeah. So, Jinzo, as he does, as he's kind of navigating, he sits up in the crow's nest. That is where he sits. That's where everybody's been seeing him as well too. And one thing that he's been really wanting to do is just to talk. Like, he doesn't talk, but he's been wanting to just talk, and he can't, because he knows. So,
don't you worry, I'm here for you.
Yeah, and he says in his mind, Lavina, can you hear me?
You see like a reflection of her in either like a mirror or something polished object you have up there in the crow's nest, like maybe on the spyglass you see her, and she kind of like grabs the ledge and pulls herself into view. She goes, I can hear you. Are you actually willing to talk to me for once, or are we still being enemies sharing a home?
So it seemed like.
You don't have to be enemies. I don't want to destroy your body. I would even take another home if you can give me one, but it's painful.
I'm sure.
You will burn up
like
eventually, though.
I'm sure of it. But you know what happened recently? What they told me, yes? You heard all that?
Oh, which thing? I hear everything that happens unless I'm deliberately not wanting to hear your private times.
With the spirits. What they told me.
Oh. What about it?
You heard it.
Of course.
You know, they did threaten basically just to use me, and in that case that also means you, right?
Oh, if it comes to that, if you think I'm going to let you have control of your own body and I'm not going to fight back, you're out your mind.
Well, no, I don't mean me not
Also,
allowing you to come out.
Just so you know, we can fly if they do throw us overboard.
Really? I didn't know
If
that.
it's needed.
But yeah, but regardless, though, I know that we're gonna have some time, but I know that Davina has even said it that she wants a way to get you out.
Of course she does. She's angry that I didn't choose her.
I don't know about that.
I lived with her for years, did you?
No.
Well, then trust me, she's a lonely little girl.
Sure. But I feel like, I mean, I know you would definitely fight back, but what if I was able to convince her not to try anything?
Well, eventually, my time and being what I am will consume your flesh. The fire cannot be contained in you for too long. People have tried. They've found devices and reliquaries, or they found magical seances to protect their body from pacted consumption. I mean, you could go through those rituals. It will buy you time, but you'll still not live for very long. I give you a few months to a year.
I don't. Death doesn't really scare me that much. I mean, there's all of us have.
I said consume. I didn't say you die.
That sounds worse then. Well, regardless, what if I could try to keep you safe within me? Even though there is time, what if? Because we're always trying to be on the move, and what better way to be safe than on the move with us?
Oh, I just want to be let loose. I want to not be confined to being the only tear in the veil that lets me out of my torturous state to be through a mortal. I want a body that isn't going to burn up so I can just walk amongst everybody. Now, granted, if I consume your body, that'll give me limited time in my form. I'll be able to roam the world until they call me back. But that could give me a year or two.
Well, now I'm going to try to stop you.
wouldn't it be easier just to get me a body that won't die? Can't be undead. It has to have a soul. An elf, for example. A full elf, no offense.
Taken.
A full elf will give me a good, at least human life cycle.
True.
You might give me longer, actually, thinking that you're an elf. Maybe I might be able to get a few years out of this ride.
Well, they talked about I don't talk to anyone. You know that?
Yeah, you're very boring.
At the same time, they have... No, but they've at least tried to accept me. And I do appreciate that. And apparently everything is just coming back to bite us all in the arses. And then with what the two of them want to try.
Your friend Ajax, the undead one, he says it all the time that being in port for too long is a problem. You guys are only good in the skies, and you're all wanted for something.
I just...
But I need
between everyone too.
Food and consumption. I need souls. If you don't give me a soul, I have to consume some of yours.
Understandable.
So how about we go out tonight, we eat a few people here, take just a little bit of their soul, not have to kill them, just a few years off their life, and maybe it'll give you enough time to get through this couple-week travel that you have without me having to feed on you, because otherwise we're going to be out in the skies with nothing to eat.
Again, I'm not worried about you feeding on me. I'm more worried about...
You say that.
I know.
You say
but
that.
I want you to know that I want you on my side. That I'm on your side as well.
I'm on my side.
That's fair. But
And you do what I need you to do.
I just hope when the time comes that you really want my help, and I want to be able to offer it if I can.
So I won't let you use a shift attitude on her because it's really hard to shift a demon's attitude, but I will let you use one of those cards as a bonus to a roll. She is currently a 3 Bane roll. A shift attitude from serving hands will take it down by 1.
All right.
And then you would be using, I'm assuming you're trying to persuade her.
I'm trying.
So 3 would go to a 2. Do you have anything else you think that would fix this triple Bane?
I don't think anything does. No, because any of that doesn't as well. No, I don't have anything else that'll help with that.
All right, well, that's just a regular roll.
Yep. All right, so 2 Banes.
2 Banes.
Do we have any cards that would actually help out with this?
Well, shift attitude is purple.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see if there's anything that would help you with negotiating, because most of them are like bushcraft cards, awareness, emotional healing, which is what we all need. Some monster parts got played. I don't see anything. You could that's not true. There is the never cards, but it does move a clock one more, and I'm going to move her clock involving you if you use it, but it would give you a boon. It would wash away run more.
Let's wash away. I'll take that.
All right. So that's that is boon, with Nessie's. We'll fill another clock on this. See what you get. What could go wrong?
God, don't put that in the universe, please. I want to try to push.
I figured. Because your skill sucks at this, doesn't it?
What's up?
Your skill for persuasion is not that great, is it?
No, it's not. I've been working on it. I did roll a 6 and a 10.
Ooh.
7. So I'm gonna push. I'm gonna take disheartened.
I mean,
I would be. No, I lied. No, I'm not.
Go ahead. And add that other die. Add that other die.
I don't want to. This is gonna make me scared. Like, this is like he's starting to feel scared.
You should be. Like, you have no control.
No, I have none. So come on. It's 8 above.
Hey, you could push again.
Do
you have a
made
patch?
No.
Does anyone want to give him a patch to roll?
Um.
I'm sorry Nessie didn't get hers yet. I thought she would have had it by now.
Well, if they do that, I'm gonna roll intelligence. I'm gonna take angry. Patch 32 is available. Okay, I'll take patch 32 first.
All right, Nessie, thank you.
Thank you, Nessie. I rolled a 1 and a 5.
So you make it.
Under 7.
She fades out of that, and you can the reflections in your eyes. So you see like the shadow of her, like a puppet almost, as it's covering your vision. And she goes,
Nessie.
we will discuss this later, but for now, yes, I will do my best to side with you until you prove me wrong. Or I should say, prove me right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And with that, I'll bring the rest of the cast on, unless there's something else.
I figured the captain would probably want to talk to me. We'll go to her if we can. You guys are good. Let me go grab Diana.
Just yell at her. Let me get us all together here. Whoop. That's Diana's. Allie, hi Allie. He asked if you would want to talk to him in private.
Yeah.
He's still on the docket for it? Okay.
Yep. I'm talking to everybody.
Okie dokie. I'm assuming she's doing this over the course like the 2 weeks that you guys have been here. For him? Okay. Okay. I see you. Let me see here. Here we go. There's a captain for you. What could go wrong?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I gotta ask one question. Adam, the private earmuffs on thing we just had, how many days into the 14 days did that happen?
That happened right away. I would say
like day 3, day 2?
Day 2.
Okay. Allie, I'm assuming Mags has talked to the entire crew and he's the last person.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say that this probably happened afterwards, like towards the end of the 2 weeks. Well, because the first week is you healing up. And then the second week's like mending with a crutch. So it's probably towards the end of those 14 days off.
Yeah, but I'm calling everybody in like.
Oh no, that's fine. All that matters is
within the same like.
The conversation we had, Jinzo, has already happened. Okay. Go ahead, Allie. Jinzo walks into the room. You get the knock on the door.
Oh, excellent. Yes, Jinzo, come on in. And I'm gonna offer him my flask as well.
Oh, thank you, Captain. Take a swig.
Absolutely. Been a tough month or so, huh?
Sorry, I don't. Sorry, I don't normally do that. Oh my goodness, that's good though, Captain. Thank you.
Absolutely, takes the edge off a little bit.
Yes, it does.
I'm just.
I would like to remind you that it definitely makes Will a lot harder to roll if you keep drinking.
I wanted to go ahead and let everybody know of our next plans. We are going to be chartering Eris to an area that will hopefully help get folks off of our tail in regards to Kaysen, and ensure the ship is free of whatever that stuff was previously.
The green slime mod.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Do you need help navigating that route, Captain?
I believe we most likely will. We're going to be going up through the Dark Tides, taking a approach around Star Hill Peak up to the northern tip of the mountains around Elder Peak.
Right.
But more importantly, I wanted to check in and see how you were doing. I guess tell Lavina I said hello. I know you can hear me too, but wanted to make sure.
Make a will save.
Okay.
Make a will immediately when her name is said.
No.
That's an 18 over 12.
Okay. Immediately you hear Lavina's voice echoed behind his. Oh, I'm here. Don't worry, darling.
Yes, I figured as much. But Jinzo, are you feeling okay?
He feels great.
Grace is, I feel fine, but yes, but tired from everything that we've been doing. I can handle this.
We can handle this.
Sure.
I understand. Well, that being said, how familiar are you with the northern tip of those Elder Peak Mountains?
I feel pretty confident. Actually, I've got some ideas that I would like to put together some maps and some other coordinates for us. I've got some ideas. Probably by the time that you're all queued up, completely, I'll have them all done for you. Some places
Wonderful.
that we could go that I think that could definitely benefit us, Captain.
Oh, how so?
Well, I think I need to do a little bit more research, but I think I might be able to crack a code of some other ships that have gone down that might have some treasure and stuff good for dredging. I don't know.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but I'm gonna deep dive into that a little bit more, and I'll have all that for you before we leave. Most definitely.
Absolutely. Honestly, I think that I don't know if we necessarily want Eris on the ship for that entire time. She could be helpful, but again, she is not official crew. This is kind of a charter mission, so we might have to hit them.
Is that the
on our way back
stitched woman
around.
that you're talking of? Is her name Eris?
That is the name that she is going by right now.
Do you know if she has a soul?
I would assume so, but I am not very well versed in this sort of thing. Do you know?
No, just a previous conversation.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
I can see a reflection of her in the one ruby eye that he has the entire time.
Oh, you're in. Okay. Anyways,
He's just blinking.
sorry.
That's
And like
smudge.
walking across like the crystal on his teeth, she like walks back and forth.
Oh my god. Oh, that you don't get used to that, do you?
No, it's horrible in here.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, I mean, other than that, I think we're about all set. Probably 2 days until we leave port. Do you have any other troubles, ailments that you'd like to speak to while we have this one-on-one audience? I'm doing one-on-ones. I'm doing corporate one-on-ones.
One on two here.
Apparently. Oh, yes.
No, I mean we're doing fine, Captain. Thank you. I know we've all been kind of split up lately, and we've all, kind of taken to the crow's nest as I do.
I understand.
I want us to all get on a better footing and
Sounds like we're
be out of port finally.
Yeah, sounds like we're all on the same page in that regard. Well, if anything does come up, please feel free to let me know. Oh my god.
She's cute.
Please feel free to let me know. My door is always open.
Of course, Captain. Thank you. And when Jinzo goes to walk out, he stops for a second. And just get, Captain, how are you feeling? Are you all right?
Her
I'm
leg is
feeling-
broken.
I mean, yes. I'm healing. I really would like to regain the use of this leg in its entirety, but coming along. Not that I'm trying to do it here. Jesus.
Well, good, Captain. Good to hear. And likewise, if I'll get those, I'll get all that drawn up for you as soon as I can. And if I'm right about what we're searching for, it should be pretty fun. Might be dangerous, but Gregor is a smart one, and him and Guppy have been able to upgrade our ship a lot, so I think we can probably handle it.
Oh, I think we're used to danger at this point.
Not like this, you're not.
Oh, really?
And
Also,
okay.
Oh, is that a question for me?
yes.
Well, yeah, it's very simple. She like shines like this. You see like part of her face in her eye. You see part of the face in the teeth. And she's like, turn your head so she can see me, for fuck's sake. Well, it's very simple. This man is on borrowed time, and eventually I'm going to need a new home. we've decided to work together until he proves that it's a bad idea. You want me out, I want a permanent home. I have a deal for you, Captain.
Okay.
What if you were to maybe find out if this heiress woman, she seems to be immortal, if she has a soul? Ask your partner, Lavina.
For that, but we'll see.
Lavina will know. Just ask her. She can look at her and tell you if she has a soul. If so, I might have an agreement for all of us. Maybe a little deal.
I will keep an open mind.
That's what I like to hear. Do you hear that, Jinzo?
Later anyways.
Open mind.
Mine's like an open book for you, Lavina.
I know. I'm hungry. I'm going to take 2 willpower points from you.
Ow! Like permanently, or just
just draining 2.
Draining
little
2,
soul
okay.
suckling. Excellent.
That tickles.
I'm glad that we are agreeing then, Captain. I'm glad to be part of your crew.
I will not acknowledge that, and I will dismiss Jinzo.
Thank you, Captain.
Okay, who are you? Are we done with interviews?
Yep.
Not what I had planned today, by the way, everybody.
Sorry.
Sorry. It's fine.
I was just trying to let him.
We are friends. We are still friends. We friends. No be angry off friends. That's all I could hear the entire time. All right, now we got everybody back. So Eris would come back the end of that second week, probably a day before you're getting ready to leave port. She shows up with a backpack, a couple of large scroll cases, probably for maps or navigation charts, food supplies, and she's carrying a fairly large crate over her shoulder, like a crate you would ship in. She's carrying it over her shoulder and walking up the ramp onto the ship, or into the mouth of the ship. When she hits the threshold, she would call out for the crew. She'd be like, crew, I'm back. I brought a bunch of stuff. I need your navigator, the captain. I brought a fishing net for sky fishing. I brought a cot for myself, so I'm not taking one of your rooms. I just need to know where I'm gonna be as it kind of like echoes through one of the local squawk boxes through the ship.
I'm gonna hobble my way on out.
This will be the 14th day. I mean, it's tender. I don't know if you've ever broken anything in your life. It still hurts for a few months afterwards. Oh, it fucking sucks. Who here has broken a bone before? Yeah. Shit sucks. It's still tender. Rolled an ankle. You think it's healed, but you step on the edge of the carpet. That shit still hurts. That's how your entire leg feels. Every time you take a step down the stair, you're like, oh, is this the time that it gives way? Yeah, there's a weird amount of pain involved and paranoia. If you want to have true anxiety, break a bone and let it heal.
Pick up a glass and be like, is this the day it ends?
Is this the day? Is this? Yeah, dude. It's so fucking weird, man. So
I have generalized anxiety. I don't need that.
This is specialized anxiety.
Yeah.
So she would meet you guys all down in, I'm guessing probably where you guys all eat all the time. That makes the most sense. So let me turn the map back on. And she would make her way down the stairs as she kind of yelled at everybody until everybody shows up. She sets down the crate. She's got a big net. And she says, I did some work in town. I asked some questions, helped some people out. Let me, how do I explain this the best? I know that I caused a problem for you and your crew. That was not my intention. And to be as transparent as possible, I have pieces of many people that make up who I am. And Ajax like raises his gloved hand. He's like, look, that's not new. A very similar situation. He's like, I'm made up of the bones of numerous people, coated in this beautiful gold and resurrected to fix the ley lines of the world. She goes, right, not the same. My brain is made of 2 different people. My heart and my second heart beat separately. I'm very difficult to kill. She says, I apologize for the rage that I brought last time when the trilobite thingy, whatever that bone, what did you call it, Ajax? It's like, oh, it was a primordial ooze vessel, very similar to the one our friend has. But yours is a much grander scale. She's like, that. I couldn't control myself. That is not a normal thing. The rage since I was reborn is subsided and is a little more controllable. So I just want you to know there won't be any problems. This is one of those things that happenstance was uncontrollable. Now, I brought gifts to help make up for it, because that's what you're supposed to do, right?
That's very kind, Eris.
Yes, very nice.
Excellent. We should not stay in port too long. I did not pay for them.
My, oh,
Sounds like
okay.
it's time to leave.
Now, don't worry. No one knows
Go.
yet.
I'm immediately going to go to Guppy to start prepping our ship to take off.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Guppy will do that. She says, so I bought a large ethereal sky net made for sky fishing. It floats, giving you the ability to drag it behind you and not below, so you can really get what you're looking for. You can kind of position it. You can simply hold the ropes and command the spirit to move the net. It lets you fish better. I took that from one of the down ships. I brought a new ammo pouch for whoever wishes to use it. This one is quite special. It can imbue your weapon with a few magical shots before it needs some time to replenish. But it does empty the ammo pouch when you do that. And then I also brought navigation charts, and she sets down 2 huge scrolls. She says, these are for around Elder Peak. I realized that the words I told the captain might have been wrong. I've lost a 20-year gap of memory. And she points to the scar that stitches, her skull in place. She's like, I feel like I'm missing some years. But there's charts, old and new. I figured your navigator could maybe merge them together and figure out what's what. I brought food. She taps the box because this is full of jerkied goat along with goat milk for the beginning of the trip. I did pay for this, though. I know the gentleman. And then I stole something kind of large, so I'll be right back. And she walks off out of the scene, giving the crew a few moments by themselves.
I'm going to tap on the ammo pouch and look at Ajax.
I already have a magical gun. I don't really need it unless it does something really special. Does anyone have the ability to tell what magical objects do? I'm not a mancer in any form of. Well, that's not true. Hold on. He grabs it and picks it up. He plucks out his one glowing eye and sets it in the bag. I'm gonna push.
Oh, that's new.
Ooh, a 20 and a 1 when I pushed. So I'm rolling at a disadvantage. Sorry, at an advantage, not disadvantage, at an advantage. So I get the 1. He goes, well, and he reaches in, pulls the eye back out and clicks it back into place. Says, well, it is quite powerful. This imbues the weapon with, it looks like some form of fire damage upon using it. It looks like you get 6 shots out of it, and then it empties the ammo bag. It seems to consume the ammo that's in it. So you'd have to pay to replenish it, or take the time to replenish it, but at least you have it. This is not a bad object. Mechanically, you make an intelligence roll. You spend 3 willpower, or sorry, I keep saying intelligence. A language roll. Spend 3 willpower, and then your next 6 shots do an extra d6 fire damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Funny serving hands. Ajax appears to have an added eye for detail. Fuck off. This isn't Ogre Force. This isn't Ogre Force. You don't get to do that.
But we giggle like it is.
Is there anything you guys want to discuss with Eris away from here? There's only one paid for object. Everything else is stolen.
Very nice.
I do think so, but I do think we need to make haste.
Oh yes, we need to leave this area as quick as possible.
Very, very interesting character. Davina, have you seen anybody like her before?
Would I have?
You could make either a Myth and Legends roll. Well, whenever you're rolling, it'll be at 2 Banes, because there's not many of them. You can roll a Myth and Legends roll, or I would even allow healing. Maybe you heard something in science before, like people doing stuff. We know how good your healing is. I mean,
Yeah, we know. 2
Miss,
Banes.
2 Banes, though. Yeah, you can now. You're rolling before you even fucking have a
Sorry,
conversation.
it's okay. Sorry.
Is there anything you have that can help take a Bane away? Someone else could assist you by talking about it. If you want to tap into a Never Never card, that can give you a boon to a roll versus a creature, a monster, or something. But I'm marking a tracker.
Down to assist.
Okay, so you're going to assist.
Pull out the book named Spiritual Anatomy. My
Okay.
reliquary,
Okay.
and I'm going to start asking leading questions to Davina
Okay.
while writing down the scars and stuff that I saw on this body.
All
for this
right.
creature.
All right.
In the book itself, I'm going to write as a question, tapping into my secret. Could this be a new home?
Oh. Yes. Technically speaking, yes.
Wait.
I mean, it'd be complex, but it's feasible. So
Could
that
the
would give
body
her a
smell
boon.
like decay?
Huh? Yeah, it would give a
Could the
boon.
body smell like
No, she's stuffed with lavender. She doesn't smell like decay.
great?
Parts of her are stuffed with lavender. So that would give you 1 boon. Do you want to use the Never Never card? That'll give another boon, but I move a tracker one related to the topic.
No, that's okay.
That means you're rolling with 1 Bane then.
Just 1 Bane?
You'd be rolling with 1 Bane right now because he's aiding you. It was 2, now it'd be 1. But if you take the Never Never one, 0. 0 Banes.
No, I'm okay.
You sure?
You just want to move the tracker, whatever it is.
I mean, you could fail though, so I mean, I'm just giving you an option. The goal is always to get rid of as many Banes as you can. That's just the game. But if you think moving a tracker is more risky than failing, then go ahead and roll 2.
I just don't know what this tracker is.
You don't. I said it's related to the topic. Every time I say that you're moving a tracker, it's always related to the scene or situation you are rolling on or using the card for. Always.
All right, give
What
it
skill
to
you
me.
rolling?
It's fine.
Okay, cool. Star Drew is letting you use a Never Never. That's a boon.
Thank you, Star Drew.
This is
So
for.
removes it.
Yep, this will move it.
Okay.
Whatever this one is, I'll tell you there's 1 pie left now.
Okay. Here we go. No, it's still over.
Now, would you like to push?
Do I
Or
still
spend a
have
patch?
my? I don't have a patch. Do I still have my
This would be the next day. The condition would be gone already.
Okay, great. I'll push. I'll use disheartened again.
All right,
Charisma.
yeah. You don't need to talk to people. You don't need charisma.
No, I don't use skill.
You don't have to deal with spirits, talk to them, and use charisma for anything ever. Persuade them. No, why would you need?
It's all right. I failed again. It's 1 over.
You want to push again?
I'm trying to see which one would I go into. I guess I'd go into feeling a little. I'm gonna say dazed because like I'm getting all this information from Grigori.
Sure. Yeah. Dazed. Yeah, you could do dazed.
Okay, let's see.
A little woozy.
Nope, that is a natural 20.
Oh,
Mark it.
joy.
Do
You
I
deal
mark it
dazed?
even though?
Mark
Even
it.
Mark
though
it.
I've done like 3 of them?
Doesn't matter. You roll 20. You mark it. Mark that skill. So you feel nauseous, sick going over this. You have flashbacks and memories and turmoil of someone within the city doing similar work, stitching people back together to make monstrosities. That doesn't seem to be this case, but it's nauseating. With that, Eris would come back. And she makes her way back into the group. She is dragging an anchor down the stairs. A gigantic metal anchor.
That does normally go outside the ship?
Right, they do. But this is not attached. There's no chain, nothing like that. It's just an anchor. It is a weird shaped one. It's not like the traditional hooked anchor. It goes up, and then it has serrated, like, not serrated, but like metal prongs that come off of the shaft that goes down and the two that come out. And they are all a weird, shiny, white metal. The entire anchor is. She goes, I took this from, I went into the tides and I found a ship that was downed and I dragged this out. I was there looking for something else on a lead, but I didn't find it. I don't know much about it, but I know what this metal is. I can touch it without it hurting me too bad, but whoever does install this should probably wear gloves and safety. White fatalis is highly poisonous. Fatal.
Oh.
Hence the name.
What is it used for?
Well, white fatalis is usually a really light metal. It's odd that it's for an anchor, but I think it's so you can anchor yourself in the tides without having to touch bottom.
Oh.
So you could drop it in the tides and it anchors itself to that area.
That's interesting.
Wow.
That's quite powerful.
Yeah, it was heavy to carry up, but lighter than you think. And she like grabs it with one hand and like lifts it up. She could definitely, and like a normal anchor is like a fucking 4-person job.
Oh.
So and she drops it and it goes thunk onto the floor and like dents the wood under the carpet.
Oh.
Eris, since you're here, do you think you could help me with something real quick?
Well, I mean, I'm at least part of well, I'm not part of the crew, but I'm here to help whatever you need. Part of the crew for the journey, at least.
Eris, would you mind helping me move this table? I'm gonna manifest myself.
Oh, this table? Aren't they all bolted down?
So the tables aren't bolted down because I've been working on something down here.
Sure. She just grabs it and like slides it out of the way and sets it down. The
table that has our ghost in it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna swap it with the table that has the entire burn marks in it.
Okay.
From the
ritual
sensor that was hanging above.
Oh, okay. Sure. Puts it in place
and
sets it down.
Maybe it's bigger, it's round. Maybe we should keep the anchor under this for a while. Just in case. Because I don't have time to install this.
Well, I mean, I can. Part of me understands sailing pretty well. I figure what we could do is hook it to the same rig as the other anchor. So when you drop one, you drop both, and you can activate that other one as needed.
Great. Then we have an idea for something to do while we travel.
Oh, all right. She like puts her foot on it and slides it under the table.
Right.
Scrapes the wood. And a new paint job. No, that's fine. It's okay.
So,
it's good.
Do the gifts make up for the issues that happened a few weeks ago? Are we on the same page now? Same table? Because I am
excellent if you want to help me install stuff.
Fucking starving if you guys have food. Or I'm going to open this jerky and start eating.
We normally do dinners. What time is it right now, Eric?
Your choice.
Yeah, it's dinner time.
Do you...
If you would all like to eat, I can get us out of here.
Oh,
I'm not needed for this.
I'm a good cook. Ajax's like, I can cook quite fine. She's like, well, I mean, part of me was this right hand was a chef out of Cadra.
Davina, would you like to do dinner or would you like to take the night off?
Oh, you can help me. Show me what you guys normally cook. I don't know my way around this kitchen. I'm really good with a knife.
Ajax, do you want to help her or do you want me to go down?
Nope, I'm fine. I don't need to help. You guys can handle it. That's fine. Grigori, what do we got to do? Let's go prep the ship. And he starts wandering away to walk up the steps.
Great. I'll float up to where the helm and everything's at.
All right, he will disappear with you. So we
leaving right now. Got you.
Yeah, he literally left. She's like, well, I'm ready to cook if you guys are.
Okay, we can go. Let's go.
So you guys head to the kitchen. So that you would leave and she would leave. And that means that the three at the table are, well, Kaysen is somewhere else. Right now, it's just Jinzo and Mags.
And that giant map is there, right?
All the maps are on the table. Yep, she left
Yeah,
it all
yeah.
right here for you guys. Actually,
great.
actually, she moved the table. I'm sorry. It would be on this table now because he had him switch.
Oh no, actually, perfect. Captain, can I show you some of the plans that I drew up and everything?
Absolutely. Let's take a look.
So yeah, we'll walk over and I'll place I'll place the maps down. He's got like 12 almost like straight up maps that he has. He has notes written all of them as well too. And he goes, check out. I wrote some notes on it. One thing I think could be good. It's a ruby trade vessel. I heard that it did go down. It's around around the middle sister and on the opposite side. And I'll go into describing it to her. And I would like, if I can Mags make a language check as she's reading my notes?
Oh.
I sure can.
Testing how smart your captain is, huh?
You know what? Eric, am I allowed to use patch 69 yet?
Yeah, you should have had it by now. Absolutely.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna patch it.
She's gonna giggle. She's
10
gonna
over 7.
giggle every time she asks me that question. I can feel it already. Can you use patch 69?
No, I was specifying because that's the newer one.
I'm just goddamn.
Okay.
No, Ginger says just keep looking over them. I think there's some great information that's being the captain you would probably really appreciate.
Absolutely. Thank you for putting this
Absolutely.
together.
So the ship then's leaving port. Is that dinner, port? You guys talking about maps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm gonna do a little time skip here because we have been in this port for super sessions, but not a big one. So as the angler's lyre backs on the port, in front of it having the open bathysphere glowing, it heads out. There are people on the dock that waved by that have been like dock hands that helped and stuff like that, but no one really important in the city because no one took the time in their downtime to get to know the city. I'm assuming this group is not aiming to ever come back to this port if they can help it. When they leave and head out, they start heading north and around. The first thing I needed is the audience to roll me a D12. And meanwhile, we're going to be using some new airship journey rules combined with the table that's in here. I need the captain and the navigator, whoever wants to roll between the two of you, one assisting the other, for plotting the course to go to the first destination. Now, with that said, I'm going to ask Mags, I think, where did you want to go first? You're going to go to the cauldron of witches first?
Yes, that is where we are going towards.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you got a boon on the roll from the rudders, and you'll have a boon from... No, this is just from the helm. This isn't flying. This is a roll to navigate. So, I guess, is it going to be Mags navigating, or are you going to let Jinzo do it? Because I'm asking you this because of all the conversation and back alley conversations that have been happening between the crew.
I'll start out navigating I'll let Jinzo start navigating in that direction.
All right, Jinzo. Pilot. Yeah, I know. Yep. All right. This is navigating. This is to the cauldron, but my thing is if that's where we're going, Mags, you got to tell them where it is.
When we are about, and I'm navigating to what would be about, or I'm asking.
This is not
him
how
to
navigating
navigate
works.
us.
I'm just telling you that you need to put a point on the map that you want him to go.
Yes. The point is about 5 hours out from the cauldron.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Well,
Take a
then
shift out from the cauldron.
give me a roll for navigating. You would have one from her, one from the helm for navigating.
So rolling 2 boons, yeah?
Yes, 2 boons. There's no negatives on this.
And navigation, that'll fall under seamanship, yeah?
That is correct.
Okay, here you go. 2 boons. Oh, gonna need one of them. Boy. Well,
Got a D12. What did the audience get us? An 8? Okay.
I'm gonna roll.
Okay. You failed, didn't you?
I did fail, yeah. You know, this time too, Jinzo does feel like exhausted and just like tired. It's been a long couple weeks, so I'm gonna take exhausted. All those. That's better. Can I go better? Okay, got it. 7 under 12.
7 under 12. Navigating's pretty easy. When you round up and around the course, this can be like day 2 that you've been going through. There is this side of the mountain on the peak as you're kind of coming up and around the tip of the edge for the Elder Peak spine. You can see areas that were sheared off where the rock has fallen down into the tides. In its place, there are numerous tiny torch fires. You guys, I mean, it's probably 3 miles to shore, like you're kind of riding the coastline. And there are tiny torch fires that go up and around this new shattered cliff face. It's been broken for at least 20 years when Starlight fell in, the chapel fell in, but there's never been torches here. It looks like it's maybe a pathway that people follow up and around the mountainside. There are some strange symbols that flicker once in a while in the actual rock face itself, glyphs and symbols. If anyone here has pacted as a language, they can read it. If not, it's a language roll with a bane. You can try to get rid of that bane if you have some way to get rid of distance bane, a spyglass, something along those lines.
I can read it.
You can read it? Okay. Do you want to share the information?
Let me see it first.
Let you see it first. Okay. Diana, in our private channel, if you have your thing pulled up, I will send it to you there.
Captain still helping me?
Yeah.
Captain, can you take another look at those navigation plans, please?
Absolutely.
I guess it's not. Oh, wait. Okay. I need to be very careful because.
Are you saying it out loud?
Yes.
So you're at the helm with the captain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of demons in these glyphs. Glyphs.
I'm
excuse
sorry.
me.
In what?
Inside of these glyphs.
The symbols?
Symbol, yes.
There's what inside?
Other demons.
Lavina immediately, it feels like the back of your eye is being tapped on. Like tink, 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 tink on the ruby.
We need to be careful.
Tink, 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 tink.
Do we want to try to know what they are?
Let's see if I can actually.
I
do
don't
this.
know. I'm going to
Captain?
use the squawk box and I'm going to call Eris up.
Eris? Eris is probably helping wherever Grigori is. Anything is like heavy lifting, moving things, probably assisting him because she knows her strength is the best advantage she has for helping the ship out.
Okay.
Feeding, you know, the cables, pulling lines, that kind of stuff.
Real quick, before I do that, can I roll a seamanship to check out, like, to basically double check the navigation?
Sure. Well, yeah, if you want to.
Make sure that this is the correct course.
Yeah. Was that a I don't trust this person roll? Is that what that?
Are you looking at my maps again to make sure?
I'll tell you what that was. That was a dragon.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you plotted the course she asked for, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You gonna look at the maps again? Are you looking at them again? That he has asked you to look at again?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a languages roll. I'm assuming you want languages on this, correct? Or are you looking for seamanship?
Languages.
Languages. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a 19 over 7.
Okay.
I'm going to give her my patch, number 66.
There you go. Roll again.
That is an 11 over 7.
Your captain not go reading. Reading not part
I'm sorry,
of her
that's
thing.
not high Cadraic.
Reading bad. Reading bad. She only speak low Cadraic.
A little bit of low Cadraic right there.
Yeah, right there. You know what I'm saying?
Eric,
Okay.
can Low Cadraic be canon now, please?
Low Cadraic is just hillbilly. Is that what it is? Okay. I don't know. Banjos play the entire time.
Appalaic.
Appalaic, no. So when you guys fly your way out and around, the glyphs they flicker, go away, Davina will keep seeing them. As you break past that and around the other side, you can see where the actual Skylight Chapel slid down the side of this mountain, and there are chunks of the building left behind on like cliff ledges. And there are torch lights there as you're flying around the edge of this as well. There are definitely people either there or there's guiding lights for a trail. You don't see any more glyphs once you see buildings. You just see them on the way up. But there are torch lights. And some of those torch lights between the navigator and everybody are actually moving. Is that a banjo? Please, God, tell me that's a banjo.
It is banjo.
Can you actually play banjo?
Not very well. You guys just do what you're doing.
Oh, God, I'm so worried. We're just going to should I turn the music off?
I gotta remember what the fucking chord progression is for.
Oh, okay. Well, have fun while you're tuning a banjo right now.
Oh my gosh.
He's
Don't
literally
put it on screen. You got do your thing.
I'm not putting you. I moved it. So as you guys fly around it, unless you're going to stop and look at it all, I'm assuming you're going to continue on your way.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else? Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm gonna go speak to Eris.
okay. Well, Erin, you can call her up. She'll come up if you want her up top.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to
No,
go find
I'll
her?
go down there.
All right. So who's taking over helm?
I'll take over the helm.
No, you weren't up there. She would tell somebody who's there to take over unless she calls you.
I have Jinzo.
Okay. Jinzo, take over helm. All right. Unless anything is said, I'm assuming we're just going to fly the same course we're flying. It's about 4 days out, and you're 2 in to get to the area that you're trying to get to. You go down, you go through the lower decks, you find Eris. She is currently, Guppy has told her to gather and loop ropes and hang them. You don't know it, but he knocked all those ropes onto the ground to give her something to do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Guppy. Eris, if you wouldn't mind taking a look out here, I think we're seeing something that was not on the maps.
Well, I mean, the maps are just locations, but she walks over and she goes to the window. She looks out. I'm assuming you're flying above the tides and not in them.
Yeah.
She goes, I see torches.
Do you see the glyphs?
No. And you don't, when you look out, you don't see any more. They were just on that first curve of the mountain. But I see torches. It's weird that people are living here, but I mean, look, people are always looking for safe places to survive. Why? What am I looking for?
No, Davina said that there were glyphs containing demons on the other face of the mountain.
Glyphs like what?
I'll describe them.
I'll roll with a Bane. So that'll be I know I'll have a Bane actually.
Can I assist? We're brainstorming.
Sure. I roll a 6. She goes, well, I met some people who aren't quite normal. They are worshippers of an old keeper in this area. Maybe the keeper speaks in Pacted. I just say we keep flying and not fucking worry about it.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I mean, unless you're really looking to find problems. I thought we were trying to leave them behind.
No, I was just a little concerned.
I mean, keep distance, don't go near it, and if anything happens, let me know. I got all these ropes, and she like points to the room that this room has never had all these ropes on the ground. Got all this to do. Why do you guys have so many ropes anyway? She like walks back in, starts wrapping ropes. Go back upstairs?
Thinking about making nets at some. Yes, I'll be upstairs.
Yeah, no problem. Then if I can get another navigation from Jinzo for day 3 and 4.
Sure.
And then I need another. I need a D20.
Still at 2 boons?
Or just yes,
just the one?
Still the same. Still the same.
Hey, let's go! That is a dragon!
Can I get a D20 roll from the audience? That's a dragon. Easily navigate. You actually find a couple peaks that you can fly through to cut some time off to get there. You should probably be there actually day 4 during the morning instead of day 4 at night.
Captain, is that the correct course? Can you please check my maps again?
God damn it.
All right, language time. Let's do this. That is a 10/7.
4, thank you. Okay. Looking out the window, sorry, up top, people working out of, it'd be port, right? Left is port, starboard's right. Yep. So port. My brain had to really think about that for a second. I should know this inside out. So looking port, you find the top of the temple must have hit a peak and fallen in the valley that you guys are flying through to cut time off. And it's the top of the Starlight Temple that was supposed to be gone. There are torches all around as you're going through, and there are people outside of it as you're flying by, like a good distance, out of range of like normal firearms or spells or anything. And there are people outside of this thing chanting, and there's probably like 20 to 30 torches you can see dotted along the outside of the top of the Starlight Chapel as you guys are flying by.
Can we hear the chanting?
Yes, it's impacted.
What can I...
If you want to try to discern it, you can.
Yeah.
It's an awareness roll. Distance would be at 2 banes. I can give you an awareness card to knock it down to 1 bane.
Yes, please.
Right? No way to really aid each other on this one, but we'll use Star Drew's aware.
I'll just say I can't try to move a little closer.
If you want to try to pilot closer, you can make a pilot roll.
Okay.
But right now you're far enough that you're out of range. If you want to be able to hear it easily, you're going to have to be within range of like if they were to have weapons or spells.
Do you want to be closer?
No, I don't think it's safe. Just let me see if I can distinguish what they're saying right now. Okay, you said Bane?
Yep, 1 bane.
Okay. 1. I have to roll under 12. Okay.
Easy, right?
It is easy. I rolled a 4 and a 9.
Yes, it is a seance of some form that seems to be prayers to somebody or something. Lavina is also going to make a roll.
Eric, could I also roll religion?
For what?
As I take a sip from my flask to know about the history of the chapel?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, Adam, I will send a message to you.
Also, is Eris up there with them?
No, Eris is down on the lower deck somewhere doing work. You can squawk box her, though.
While we're down, I'm going to be with her. I want to ask her some questions while they're all doing their thing and I'm fixing the ship up, making sure it's good.
I'm sorry, what was that?
When Eris and I are downstairs, I want to use my feet very softly and sneakily, called body jump, to see if I'm able to put myself into her body to determine if it's deceased or not.
What's the roll?
There's no roll for it.
There is a roll. I have to make a roll then. I have to resist. Sure. If you want to attempt that.
Sure.
Audience, I need you to roll with 3d20. Those are all boons. 2 boons and 1 roll. 3d20. We're rolling against our will. While they're rolling that, and you're testing the grounds.
Yes.
Okay. I said something to you, Adam. Okay. Okay.
Those rolls. 16, 14, 13.
16, 14, 13. Well, unfortunately, our will is a 12. So I would explain it this way, Grigori. Yes, you can fit, but it's like being in a 5x5 closet with 2 people. I did say 2.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and whisper. I'm immediately going to remove myself.
She stops what she's doing. She's like, what the fuck is that? Who is here?
It's just me. I'm sure as Yuvo and I have already talked, and I'm sure you've talked to the cabin, we have a guest here that seems to be very open to going somewhere else or staying in a...
Why are you inside of me instead of talking to me?
Because I wanted to see what it felt like.
If you ever do this again,
and nobody else is...
don't ask for permission, I will pull you out of me and tear you in half, and you will never see light again.
Entirely fair.
You hear inside of her the sound of skin moving as she's shoving her hand through one of her stitched areas, like reaching for you.
Okay. Actually, if I'm already in here,
there's 2
the hand that's
other
reaching
things.
For me?
Yeah, you can see it coming through her skin.
I want to feel for the part that feels less angry and defensive. Because she's already expressed.
There's two other ones in here. There's 2 other spirits.
Okay.
So,
okay, great.
Which one do you want to talk to?
Great. Whichever one feels less rage-induced.
When you look over their aura, one of them is that rich red. The other one is a deep purple.
Oh, I want to talk to the red one so bad. I'm not going to, though. Actually, no. Fuck it. I'm mad now because somebody's as angry as I am.
The red one is decapitated and is missing its head. Just as a heads up, there's no face.
Great.
Okay.
I'm going to move towards the red one.
It's 5x5. You guys are like fucking each other.
Great. I'm just going to acknowledge the red one then.
Okay. What do you want to ask it?
I just want to tell it something.
I'm gonna need an initiative draw between me and you. That's the last thing that she wants to have happen. I'm just gonna draw. Let me find you. Gotta make it difficult. We're gonna add you 2 to initiative. We're gonna draw cards. Let's do card drawing. Add to initiative. I can't believe you decided to do this.
To get her on her own.
Why? There we go. Ready? And pull. 5 for you, 10 for me. I'm going to use a card because technically she is allowed to use cards. I'm going to take the next one that was played. I'm going to move to a 2. The other card after that is a 3, so you can't really beat her out. She will reach in and grab for you. You get 1 sentence to say to this thing. What do you want to say?
I would also prefer if there wasn't a third, and I'll drop body hop.
Okay. She reaches in, grabs, pulls out, and when you're outside of her, her hand's covered in like a really dark blood. There's like lavender petals stuck to it, and she pulls out. She goes, "Never do that again unless I give you permission."
Entirely understandable. Someone else might try to get in, but it won't be me.
let him. That's all she says.
Okay.
She goes, I'm going to say
I'm gonna put my hand out
that
to shake her hand.
she does not
I'm gonna
reach.
put my
She
hand-
says a mistake
That's
for a
fine.
mistake. That's all she says to you.
Great. Cool.
I'm off
I
the
got what I
hook
need.
now for bringing danger here. 100% with you and I. With that, back upstairs, I sent the information to Diana and to Allie. There are a bunch of people gathered around the outside of this. They're praying. You guys are probably, I don't know, like a little less than a day away from the location. About the time where Allie's character is going to, Mags is going to have to realign where they're going to go because she gave him a point outside of it. But it flew you to here because she didn't give him the exact area. Is there anything anyone wants to do with the information they've been given or where you're flying over or anything like that?
In
Wait.
private, I would let Mag knows what I learned.
Okay, cool. Just message it to her.
What information did you give me? Because I don't see anything except for the glyphs.
Oh, we should have gotten when you, oh no, wait, we're waiting to find out if you're going to fly in closer. I apologize.
No
Are-
worries.
Are you going to
Oh,
fly in closer?
no, I asked her and she said no.
Oh, okay. So what did you make your roll then with the penalties since he's not flying in closer? What'd you get?
You got it, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a 4, so it's under.
Under. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that right? There we go. That would be a religion roll if you want to know what that is.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, let me see.
It is 2 Banes.
Ooh, okay. 2 veins. Okay. Ooh, okay. Man, that was a 6, a 7, and then an 18.
Do you push?
I still have the other conditions.
This would be day 2, so 3. This would be day 3. So conditions would be gone from our first 2 days of travel. If you just used one, you would still have it.
Okay, so
Every day they would reset because you rest.
I'm
Serving
gonna
hands has 3.
use
Okay.
Disheartened and try one more time. So
All right. Yeah.
roll all 3.
Yeah. Whole thing. You always re-roll it all.
Ooh, that's a 1, 3, and a 6. So 6.
6. So that's good enough.
That's under
sure.
my religion. I have a high religion.
I was not expecting this. So, let's see here. How would I explain this? I think that's the right. I think that's the right verbiage. I think I did that right. There you go.
And what do I know of that?
That's up to you. That's what I've told you is what I've told you.
I don't know what that word means. I gotta Google what that word means. Give me a second.
Here.
Tell me what it
nope.
is.
Oh, I'll just send it to you. Here you go. Here you go, Diana. That's the true scientific definition of that word. Now, what people would know it as? Hold on here. Let's see here. Trying to find a more. That's the scientific one. You would want. There we go. I will send you the abstract version of it. The psychological version of it. This is the abstract psychological version of it. It's long, so have fun with that. I'm just giving you all the details on what you know.
Okay.
Oh, if it's a lot, Diana has to read.
I know. I did that on purpose. So while that is happening,
It's low Caldraic.
oh, it's only in banjo. It's only in banjo. That's a psychological, probably the best psychological meeting. I could give you one word for it, though. Really simple. Now that I'm making you do all this. That's the word I would.
That's what I figured.
That's the word I would give you for it. Star Drew says, I have an idea, maybe. So with that, Mags, you're going to have to give him new piloting navigation because you're about that 5-hour mark out, but you're flying over top of this thing.
Yep.
Davina, you know the words. I've given you everything you need to know. Is there anything that you want to do with it?
Ugh.
I know, it's so much. It's like I wanted you to not be able to do it in the time it would take to fly over top.
I don't want to say anything because Lavina's listening.
I know, it's such a conundrum.
It is.
Well, someone would call it a dilemma.
Yeah. We just need to be careful.
Are we staying here?
I don't know. I mean, that would be the captain. This was I'll try to course to here, correct?
Yes, this is
You know what? We're here.
This
Let's see what happens.
Are we
I think we're
drifting
gonna
here?
get about one more. I want to drift about 1 mile from here because I don't want to be too close to what's going on.
You won't be able to hear it at all if you're a mile out.
Yes.
Okay, so you move a mile out. You see all the torches. They chant for like 20, 30 minutes. Slowly, one by one, the torches fall and they go out.
Okay. All right. It's been a long. Jesus Christ! Really?
What
Sorry.
just happened?
Her lights went off behind her.
That is, he
That
said
would've
the torches
freaked me
go
out.
out.
Wow, that was
freaked me out.
fucking amazing.
Oh, it's so great.
That was, man, if I had that kind of power.
Yeah, right. Oh Lord. Max is going to use the squawk box and go. All right, it's time for dinner. Crew, you've done a wonderful job today. We will go ahead and discuss as a crew our next steps before we make port
There you go,
or
Adam.
land or whatever.
Okay.
Fuck you, Light.
I think it's on a 3-hour timer. So
Yeah, right. Are you anyone sharing any information that they have that hasn't been public yet? Or are we just going to our destination?
No, I would. I'd look at Jinzo and I think it's best that you leave for a second. Let me talk to Max. I don't want someone else listening.
How rude.
Well, what can I say? I am rude.
That would be in his head, not public.
Oh,
How rude.
Well, if it's about anything with what's
Mhm.
going on down there, then I think she already knows.
I don't know if she does.
Shinzo walks out.
Oh, Jinzo, I need a will save if you're walking away from the group. I need a will roll. You're walking away from the group. She's not biting or doing anything crazy, but she's definitely trying to make you stick around.
No, I'm able to kind of push her away. It's a 2.
Fuck. All right. What do you want to tell the crew as you tell Jinzo to get bent? He walks away.
So they're chanting to they're chanting to Methozia, which is the ancient demon of entropy, which is disorder.
Oh, good. Wonderful. Well, this used to be a temple to Keeper of Light, but I guess that's not the case anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. There's too many of them in Aslan. I'm very worried. I mean,
No,
we
I
can-
understand that, but I will say I think this is the best
is-
time for us to have a discussion with Jinxo and Friend. If the discussion goes south, then well, you've been training. If you're comfortable,
I will try. I will try
So
my
near
best.
the site where people are worshiping Methuselah, you're going to try to perform a ritual of exercising a pactid. I just want to make sure I have all that bundled together right.
we can go out further.
Okay.
We can go out further. Mags don't know nothing about no occult.
It's true.
I mean, she knows like a little bit, but not much. No, it's a 6. No.
Yeah, you want to risk that? I'd love to give you some good information. No?
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it could be bad information too. No, what's your skill? What's your number? No, I'm going to roll it. What's your number?
Oh, 6.
Okay. Do you feel like you need to push?
Uh,
I'll tell you it wasn't successful.
yeah, I'll patch it then.
Okay. All right. I'll send you information. Anything else?
No, which is it. Just you know, there's a thought I have that if there's a glyph that doesn't have a demon, perhaps we can put Lavina in one. But I don't know if that's possible.
Put Davina in. Sorry, what?
In one of, not Davina, Lavina into one of the glyphs.
Lavina, you're Davina, yes. Into. Well, in that case, I mean, we could speak to her first, and if you would like to hold off, we might be able to gather more information.
How am I going to speak to her? She doesn't want to talk to me. She probably doesn't want to be here.
Yes. That's true.
She needs to be forced out.
I don't think a discussion's going to do too well.
If I haven't seen either Davina or Mags for a while, I'd want to float up to them and talk to them. If Jinzo's not around.
Sure. Yeah. You guys are hovering a mile away from this, kind of watching the torches go out, and that's kind of where it's at.
Davina, I think you've mentioned to all of us we saw in your memories before that our little intrepid traveler was tied to that doll.
Yes.
Do you think that's something you'd be able to bind it to again?
I mean, I can try, yes.
Because we have an anchor that moors things in the tide, sitting under a table tied to a rope, and the stuff to perform an exorcism. If you could fetter this demon or exorcise it to it, we could just leave it out here in the middle of the nowhere. Endlessly just hanging in the tide.
Grigori, do you still feel like a discussion is the best method?
Mags, you like your ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
You like to remain in charge of your ship?
Of course.
We're running out of time to keep Jinzo, and as much as I like who he is as an individual when he's in control, I don't care if the physical body or the spiritual body is off the ship. Lavina needs to go.
Wonderful. Then we are on the same page. I'm going to, I will basically send a message to Ajax. You are muted.
You're muted.
You're muted, Frank.
I know I'm
First
muted.
time ever.
I was answering somebody. Are you squawk
okay.
boxing?
I think I'm going to trust Grigori. I'll say, we'll get things in order. Please let Ajax know the change in plans.
Also, Davina, if we could use that table that we cut everything into earlier as the point of the exorcism, it might be good to tie your doll to it. I'll make sure we have something that can fall with it and stay in the tides.
Davina, do you still have the doll? Just out of clarity. Okay, just making sure.
It's in my inventory.
Just making sure you still have it.
Yes.
I'll float down and I will tie that anchor that's under the table with a length of rope behind it. So when we decide how they want to do this, we can do it.
Okay. All right. All right. What's the plan here?
Family dinner. At the new
Are you gonna move?
The rope's also tied to the table with extra length off.
Are you gonna move away from the site or do it like a mile out?
We're gonna move a little bit away.
How far?
Float in that direction.
How far?
Maybe 3 miles.
Okay. Audience, roll me a d6. While you float the 3 miles out, are you basically putting them out of sight, like around the edge of, you're going between two peaks? Or are you making it so you can't see it?
I think so, and making sure that there's substantial tides below us.
Okay. They're all over. You don't have to worry about that.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and set the table and pour some wine.
Okay. Davina, are
I'm gonna
you...
message you something real quick, actually. Before
That's fine. Davina, are you going to set up the salt circle and everything down there?
Yeah, absolutely, and somehow figure out how to get this teddy bear. Not teddy bear.
Do you have a teddy bear now?
No. This doll to nail it down as best as I can.
Under the table, on the floor. Where are you putting it?
Oh, sister, I'll give her the length of rope that's tied to the anchor.
Okay.
Just tie it to this; it'll be fine. Oh, I'd also recommend that when you have reached the completion or the no return point, possibly stepping back from this table.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up our 1.6 Ethauntia. For those who are on Patreon, you have access to a lot of these. I'm going to pull up her spell. You're going to do Salt Circle, you said first, and craft that. So let's get to spells here under Spiritualism. And you're going to do Salt Circle. So, Salt Circle takes, it's 2 meter radius. It takes a stretch to make it, so you need 10 minutes. But you guys have time. I'm not really worried about time right now. Unless the person in question finds out, which we'll get to. I make a awareness roll to notice it when I walk across the trap. Awareness is like seeing it. Each round, I can attempt to escape while in the Salt Circle. They cannot move through, attack, or harm anyone on the outside. For every power level added, the Salt Circle drains 2d6 hit points. How strong are you going to make the Salt Circle?
Okay. I need to make it very strong, but I also need to make sure I have points for...
We have Keeper's Eyes left. They just move a tracker.
All right, let's do it. I don't care. It's fine.
A rare blueprint would let her do some stuff, but that's more for crafting, Star Drew. But if you want to blow, well, I get an idea. We'll get into it, though. So first, I just need to know, are you casting it? It's 6 willpower, basically rank 3, power level 3.
Absolutely.
All right, so you need to roll Spiritualism. That's all it is. Yep, roll Spiritualism, power level 3.
And you said that's 6 willpower, yeah?
Yeah, 1 for each rank. 2 for each rank. So
4, 5, 6.
All right, so roll to cast.
That's a 4 under 16.
So we have a Salt Circle. So I'm going to mark that we have a Salt Circle. And it does 2d6. Salt Circle, 2d6. All right. Now, did you use any... Did you buy any special salts that cause penalties when you're using that you're using during this?
I mean, the salts I have holy salt.
Damn.
And binding salt.
Up to you. They both do different things.
So Bane for will and binding salt of Bane. Let's do holy salt.
Okay, so we're gonna mark that you have holy salt that you've done. Smart. You're dealing with the pattern.
Stacks on everything else.
Huh?
Just so you know. Binding is a stacking salt.
Yep.
We used that previously with you.
You can use both if you want to
So I
mix
bought
them
a
together.
shit ton of it.
Then I'll mix them together.
Okay. All right. Binding salt as well. Okay. And then the exorcism will cast separate. Now, for awareness, you guys are rigging this anchor and doing everything else. Would you like to use a blueprint card to not only rig the anchor, but to cover it with the carpet so she doesn't know it's there, giving her a bane on awareness?
Yeah.
No, because she saw us put the anchor under the table earlier.
I'm talking about covering up the salt circle.
Yes.
Copy.
All right, so we'll do an awareness and a blueprint to kind of like put them together. So blueprint card, we'll use aware for that. I will give her a bane to her roll to notice it. Probably the most important part is if I realize that this is there. So I'm going to use Star Drew's rare blueprint card. See if we can do that. All right, so we have your salts in place. We've made the circle. What's the plan, Stan? What are we doing?
So I think we come to eat dinner. Yes, Max? We call everyone for dinner?
And that is correct.
Everybody? Okay. Kason is here somewhere, we'll say. All right. Everyone's there for dinner. Oh, wait. We have a way better scene we can use for this. Hold on. Hold
Eris
on.
is coming down. I'm going to put my hand on her shoulder and be like, I recommend standing and moving behind your chair.
Won't that look a little weird?
Do it when I do it.
Oh, all right, if you say so. Let me take us over to the right room here. Hold on.
Jinzo's not there yet.
There you go. Put yourself where you are in the actual ritual room here, you psychos.
There's my chair right there.
And that's covered in a carpet. Eris will send here. Mags here. Ajax says, I am going to watch from upstairs in case anything happens, if you don't mind.
No, that's fine. I could.
And he'll make his way up there and watch from there, just in case. All right. Excellent. Jinzo's not there, you said, huh?
No, he was told to leave, so he went up to the crow's nest.
Who's going to go get Jinzo for this?
I think I would call him.
All right. So you go to the bottom of the crow's nest and yell through the squawk box. And what do you tell him?
And so it's time for dinner.
Did everything get worked out?
So far, so good.
Have you ever seen the view from up here, Captain?
Yes, I have. Why?
I just think it's pretty amazing up here, that's all.
I mean, it is.
Oh, you hear Lavina, if you're thinking about jumping, I will burst out of you so fast.
He actually kind of laughs out loud at that one. Well, she hears that one. She's like, well, no, I hope in this next leg, Captain, is I'm excited for. I really hope that we can put a lot of this behind us and we can just continue on flying and getting far enough away from everyone and just set sail.
So many notes.
Honestly, I think that is, in fact, the plan. But first, dinner.
Do you care if I stay out here just a little bit longer? And I'll be down in just a few moments.
Well, it's going to be getting cold. 1 minute or so?
Sure. That's fine.
Oh boy. Jinzo, do I need to end the show with you? I don't know what you have planned. I'm looking through shit. But I have plans, and I have a lot of notes, and I have a lot of individual notes where things have not totally been shared yet. So I have a fucking network of notes down here right now.
No, he's no, you don't have to.
Okay. All right. Okay.
He's he takes a breath and he starts walking down. He goes, "Oh, Captain, I want to show you. he goes to the squawk box and yells out, "Captain, I forgot my spoon in the navigation room, actually. So I'll be right back."
Very well.
God damn it! What are you doing, Adam? What are you doing?
I just forgot my spoon. That's all.
Oh, okay. All right. Great.
I needed my spoon.
Okay. So you head down to dinner with them finally?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Come downstairs. Audience. We are playing a Pacted. Until Jinzo gets to play it. With that said, we are also going to have to be making some awareness rolls here. Walking into this goddamn trap. So let me grab our demon. For those who don't remember, I have a bookmarked. It looks like that, just in case anyone's forgotten. Okay. Audience, we are very aware creatures. We roll with a awareness roll, but we are inside his body, so we lose our awareness bonus. So we just roll normal. They have used binding salts to hide with a rug. So we are rolling at a bane. One bane combined with other salts. We are rolling with a bane. Damn it.
I would like to throw another bane as Jinzo enters.
I don't know how you're going to throw another bane. I already have one. What are you doing?
This is how.
What's your bullshit?
The mutiny feels pretty good right now. I believe you, Guppy, and I had a conversation about taking over this ship. I think this might be the right time to do it.
Are you saying that as Mags walks down with Jinzo?
I am exactly saying that as Mags walks down with Jinzo.
I need first. I need a D20 roll for Guppy actually before anything else is done. Audience, give me a D20 roll. No banes or anything for this because we're in control again. Fucking, this might turn into absolute pandemonium. Let's see what they get us. Katie, you roll. People are refusing. People are refusing to roll. A 4. He keeps himself in check. So we don't have to worry about Guppy. Now I need 3D20 roll. I'm going to use focus to get rid of one of those. So let's do 2D20. We're rolling with Bane. 2D20. 17 fails. Fuck. Give me another one. Give me another one. I want to get that D20 out before I push by sucking some of...
I'm trying to cause as much
I know.
pandemonium. I'm trying to create a way for Libina to focus on winning.
I know. A 4, okay. Great, so it was with Bane. We failed. I'm going to consume 2 points from Jinzo's willpower unless he's going to resist.
No, I'll say I definitely take it.
Roll it
I have no idea
again.
what's happening right
Roll it again. 2D20 Bane. Roll it again. We have a 14 awareness. It's a good awareness. Roll it again. 2D20. Come on. We're rolling with a Bane. She sits down on this. This whole thing is a very different conversation. Very different conversation. I know, dude. The digidice are all over the place today. A 5. That's success. A 6. That's success. She would whisper, Jinzo, do not step over that rug.
Dude. If he gets it, he'd stop.
Something's wrong. Mags, where do you go into the room as you guys walk down?
Let me take a look-see.
There's a bunch of chairs
I'm
from
gonna
all
be-
over the place.
I'm waiting by the stairs until...
Okay, she says, Jinzo, something's wrong. I can feel it. It's off. Isn't this the ritual room?
Yes?
They're trying to kill you.
Oh, no. Why would they do what? Because they think that...
Because of me, of course. Don't cross that threshold. What do you want to do?
Jinzo takes a step back.
Okay. Everyone's arguing about mutiny in the room right now. Eris is looking around because she's not in on the fucking joke.
I'm gonna look over to Eris.
She stands up and she kind of like stands to the side of her chair. She's like, what the fuck is going on?
Would you mind getting our friend inside the circle?
I mean, is she in on it? Does she know?
Yeah.
Eris would know, yes.
Okay.
Of course she would. I would have let Eris know
making sure.
because I had her help me tie
Just making
the
sure.
anchor that
So
poisons bodies.
She walks around.
She's one arm. Yeah.
She side-eyes the captain. She looks at Jinzo. Dinner, Jinzo. And she puts her hand on your back and pushes.
Can I... did she grab onto me? Or
No,
she
just shoving you in. You can try to evade. You can try to post strength rolls. If you want a boon to your strength roll for 2 willpower, Lavina will assist you.
Would this be considered an attack?
Yeah, it would be actually. Well, yes. If it's for the use of like a talent or something like that, yes.
I will burn as my new ability.
I knew you fucking took this.
I'm gonna burn 3, and I'm gonna use fast footwork. I can attempt to dodge an attack. Yeah, so I'm gonna dodge as she tries to touch me.
All right, so it's evade roll. Would you like a card? You want a boon?
Yes.
All right. 1 boon. That comes from Nessie.
That is 11 under 16.
Okay. 11 or 16. You dock underneath it, and she looks at you, and she goes, Jinzo, don't make this difficult.
And Jinzo takes off.
Are you gonna try to run?
Yeah.
What?
We're gonna have to draw some cards here, my friend. Everybody is getting added into the initiative fold as he tries to do this. This is, I have a plan. I have a plan. Let me fucking delete. We all in here? Let's just delete all these. Let's just delete everybody out of the initiative order. Remove. Oops. Okay, that's an add. Remove. I need to find these other 2. I think that was from the other one of us making initiative rolls. So I'll remove us here. And I'll add us all in. All right. We're going to do some initiative draws, some card fuckery, and then I have no idea how this is going to turn out. This was not what I had planned for the night. Drawing cards. Here we go, everyone. Jinzo has a fucking 1.
Fine. He's got Ajax and Mags to move by.
Oh, I forgot to add Grigori. Sorry. Grigori has a 8. Should add it up there for you. Yep, there we go. All right, so 1, 3, 8, 9, 10, everybody. I am going to move us to our bigger cam here. Jinzo, you're first. No one can take a 1 from you.
No. Where can you go to the main map real quick? Sorry, I don't have my laptop up because they're doing
Maintenance.
maintenance on it. Yeah.
Hopefully it actually runs right for once.
Yes.
Are you running up steps?
Jinzo. Yeah. He's going to turn and he's gonna run up the stairs.
It would be an evade to leave these 2. There are 2 people on you, so you'll be rolling. If not, they're both going to get to attempt to grab you as you're leaving the area. It's evade.
That is a 4 under 16.
Audience, give me a d20 roll. He's got a 4 under 16. We have to roll lower than a 4. Mags, if you want to try to grab him as well, you can.
Absolutely.
Okay, you need to roll under a 4 as well. It's audience D20. It's be brawling that we would be using. But you have a pretty good brawl, actually. Mags, what you got?
Boots.
No, not under a 4.
A demon.
That's a 1.
Ooh.
You run and she palms the back of your head.
Am I able to use another willpower point?
To do what?
Use my other ability.
No, it's an action to use abilities, so... What is your other ability? Unless it's a non-action ability.
Oh, my heroic ability? No,
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, I didn't even know what it is. What is it?
Contortionist. Spend 1 power will point and I get out of a grapple.
Oh, no, yes, that is a reaction. Yes, you absolutely can use that, yes.
Okay. I will use 1 willpower point to get out of the grapple. Does that mean I
damn
can
it.
continue my
Yes,
I continue my
you
run
can
then?
Continue your move. She like pulls back a bunch of hair.
And he takes off up the steps. I move 16.
You move 16. Are you going to the deck? Is that your game plan? Running up the stairs, go to the deck? Or are you hiding in the ship?
I'm going to go up to the deck.
Okay, so you're running up to the deck. When you run up to the deck, Ajax is got a spyglass. Or not spy. Sorry, he's got his sky hunter. He's kind of looking and scoping the area, making sure everything's good. I do need you to roll me a stealth roll as you come up the steps versus Ajax's D20 roll. Audience, give me a D20 roll. We want to roll under our skill and under whatever he rolls.
I'm gonna push actually.
Okay. And I want to know what we're going to go down the list here with Mags next. So Mags, be ready. Can't believe these guys might get away. Let me bring Ajax to the table.
I'm gonna take.
Where is Ajax?
I'm gonna.
We know he's above deck, so I'll put him up here.
I'm gonna take scared.
Okay.
Scared situation.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
That's a 4 under 17.
4 under 17?
Yes.
All right. Audience, what'd you get for the
Ajax
D20
is a
for
3.
Ajax?
3.
Who got a 3? Ajax did?
Starter, yeah.
Yeah, he's. I was gonna say roll with the bandit or roll with a boon. So he stops, turns. He's like, "You running out and you're like going to sneak." He's like, "Come on, man. We're just trying to help you." That's what Ajax says as he turns around with the Sky Hunter. We're just trying to help you.
And I just look at him. I say, "But the spirits on the ship are not."
What are you talking about?
You didn't hear what they said down there?
I know that we are here to help get rid of your problem.
Yes, that's one problem.
He the gun's trained on you.
That's fine.
You know he's a crack shot. Mags, are you running up the stairs?
Yes.
Okay, you're running up the stairs as well. You do your double move to get up there. You're 16. What is your move, Mag?
10.
Okay, so you're on your way up there with your fucked up leg.
Yep.
Excellent. Man, it feels like stairs are dangerous. I am aimed on you and ready to fire if you do something against what I'm doing. I'm holding my action to fire in case you try to flee. I will say, Grigori, are you following up or are you staying down here hoping they bring him down?
Did he clear the doors?
He's
up the
gone. He's
stairs?
all the way upstairs. He's up to the first deck. He went up the stick because it's just a back and forth to go to the first deck.
Right. I will double move, which is me at 16.
Okay. He basically went from here and then went up the stairs to get to the top deck here. If you look at the
Great.
ship.
I'll double move up to him.
Mm-hmm. What's your movement?
8. So double move would be 16.
Okay.
And I'm going to call
Would they all
out-
make it to me? Because
Yours is 16 normal. Yeah, you're on your way up.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be to him.
Yeah,
He has
gonna
his
yell.
16 per move.
I'm going to yell to Jinzo while I'm moving
Okay.
up.
Okay. That's definitely doable.
Remember the mirror.
Okay. All right. So that was Grigori. Ari runs up the stairs. Ari has also got a 16 move. Runs up the stairs. Eris. Damn it, Eris.
Thought you changed it.
I did, but I pulled the wrong token over. So Eris runs up. She will be behind you, but I have no actions left to grab you. You can feel the looming shadow. Audience, give me a d20 roll to see if we see where he's hiding. We kind of look over and we can see that he's got a gun trained in the area. He's trying to sneak by. Really nowhere to hide. We're walking up behind him. Davina, are you staying down in the ritual circle?
I'm staying down.
Okay, so Grigori went, Mags went, he went. You guys all upstairs? You're down here still. You're standing outside the circle, correct, Davina?
Yes.
Okay, can I please have a will save? A will roll with a bane.
They're both under, so 13, I have a 17.
You felt something try to get in, but you keep it out.
Okay.
Inside you, not the circle. Like, to possess you.
Oh, okay.
Jinzo, you feel Lavina pop back into your body.
Fuck! I just stepped in the circle!
Look at that low-cal drag going right now.
Back to the number one. Back to the number one. Jinzo, guns trained on you. I will fire. She's like, we need to go, or you need to find a way out of this. Or I will find one.
Boy. How far away is Ajax from me?
Doesn't matter. I have a Sky Hunter rifle. Unless you try to get to me. I'm gonna fire before you get to me. I'll do my best to wing you, I promise.
So we're on the top deck of the ship. He's going. He's gonna rush at Ajax to try to knock the Sky Hunter out of his hand.
You're gonna rush me? Oh, buddy, pal, I'm firing. Audience, give me a roll. We are trained on him. We get one boon. That's 2d20. We have to roll under a 14. While you're doing that, can someone else in the audience roll me 2d12 and a d6? Because I'm going to use my fire ability.
Can I spend 3 to do an evade?
If you want to give up your action, oh no, yeah, you get the ability. That's right. Yes, you can spend 3 willpower to do your evade. Yes, you can try to evade. Let's see if we hit first, though. We got to see if we hit first.
Yeah.
2d20. Let's see what we get. Audience, we're firing on Jinzo.
Fuck me.
And 2d12 and a d6 damage. 20 is bad. We don't want that. And 8 is under. You need an evade, and you need to be under 8. Oh, it said 3? Under 3. I apologize. Under 3. So 6, 10, and then a d6, please.
That's not going to do it.
Okay. 6, 10, and a d6, 5. We're going to use our ability for our gun. Please re-roll the 6. I think we can do better.
Roll d12.
No, roll another d12. Re-roll in damage.
Fuck.
Okay, perfect. Now, can you also roll a d6? No, I don't. Oh, no, I don't need d6. We're fine. So 12, so 21, so 27 points. Is that right? Sorry. Boom! 27 points is obviously over your health. Armor, I ignore 2 armor. Blow a hole through. Goes to the ground. He immediately drops the rifle and starts to scramble towards you. And that's where we're going to close for the night. I need everybody besides Davina to take their headphones off and go to Secret.
Okay.
See you
Fucked
soon.
up.
Bye, friends. Thank you. Bye.
Stressed. I can just see it on Diana's face.
I am stressed. I have a headache.
Oh, welcome to playing the game. All right, Diana, we haven't had a good little solo time. We haven't had it in a little while. You hear a gunshot go off upstairs, and you see the doll. Where's the doll at? Where did you put it?
It's literally hanging off my belt, like it's on me.
So it's not in the circle. You guys didn't attach
Oh
it.
wait, no. I'm sorry. I did say that I was going to tie it onto the rope.
The anchor rope?
Yes,
Okay.
I did say that. I
All right.
apologize. Yes, I did say that.
All right. So I would say the reflective lantern behind you, you hear Lavina's voice. Well, I've got them to kill one of your crew members. You either let me in and we leave this place, or I will start getting them all killed one at a time. Let me in. It's nice and simple. Stop resisting and let me in.
No, it's not happening.
Okay then, choose who's next.
You kill me.
I don't want to kill you. Choose who's next. Your captain.
No.
The new girl who's here. Who do you want? Choose the next one. Or I will. Choose. Who
No.
dies now? Excellent.
Then you know what? Fine.
Do
me.
you see the lantern shake? She's gone. Audience, I need, let's see, there's Mags, Grigori, Ajax. She's not worried about the ship. Eris, Kaysen. I need a D6 roll. D6 roll. On a 6, I'm choosing as the GM. The lantern shakes, the light flickers. It gets dark down there. Not the lights don't all go out. Is it you on the ritual table? Nobody wants to roll this in chat. I can already see it. Deanna, she's in it. D6, a 3. So, Ags, Rory. I'm going to Eris. That probably was the best choice out of all of those. So next week we'll have Kaysen back. He'll be whatever he's on the lookout on the ship. We'll be coming back to this. We'll meet everybody over in Secret. I'm going to go over to Solo. Wave bye, Diana. None of this is your fault. Don't worry. This is 100% Jinzo's fault. Wave bye. Thank you for joining.
I don't know if I hate this more than aliens now.
Hold on. What was that, Diana? What was that? You what? You hate this more than aliens?
I don't know if I hate this more than aliens now.
Now you and Adam said I want to play Ethauntia so bad.
We do.
Welcome to the show, my friend.
No.
Yes. That means I did my test. Welcome to another Frank House Dilemma, everybody. Those who have their shirts will meet you over in Secret Time. If you don't, you can purchase it over on the merch store. That gets you access into our Secret after hours where we do our experience and all the other fun stuff that we do for Ethauntia. Thank you for joining us. I will be back on Wednesday with EFP Live. We're going to be reviewing not one, but 2 books on EFP Live this week. We're going to be going over... what is it? Dark Space, which is a Shadow Dark Space game, and over a special one as well. If you haven't picked up your Breachers, snag it. And I want to remind everybody, tonight is the last night. If you didn't get in on it, the auction right now for the Breachers Grunge Edition closed. Someone won. Who won tonight? Anonymous bidder won. An anonymous bidder won. Thank you for whoever did that. I'll be in contact with you this week as I finish up this copy to get sent out to you. Don't worry, though. There's more Breachers printed copies on the way. It just won't be my birthday, -44. See you guys next time.